So,
Good evening, Tan Boy.
how's it going?
Going pretty good. Having a good time.
Chrome or
Shit. I'm looking for something to chat about. You got something real bike related that would.
yeah, we need to change the subject because Raul started something again.
Yeah.
Shit. Let's see. I'm getting a new motor from
Hancock 32.
and let's see what else.
I got my package from Camboy. Once I get a stimulus check,
yeah, I'm getting a new motor for the chopper, and what else? I think that's about it, honestly. I'm getting an intake for my new motor, or for my other motor, the Venom.
Venom or Phantom?
Good evening, Josh. Glad to see you, sir.
I ain't running no Phantom.
Raul says when he gets a stimulus check, he'll buy your motor.
So never. You ain't getting no stimulus check. Keep dreaming.
No, he said Raul done said it. It must be true.
Oh. That's a good one.
Is he going back to COVID back then when everybody got a stimulus check in the mail?
Dude, I think he's motorized bike time warping.
Yeah. I think so. Unless he filed taxes and he's got a refund.
It's just like on Facebook with the people that don't really know how to use their phones. I swear it's like you get time warp back about 10 years ago to like really crappy quality video, and like people like saying hi and bye on the video to random people. It's like, what? What is this, live stream?
Raul says he'll keep you updated.
I'm sure he will.
Raul is the man.
Aside for a phone, and we're going to.
I thought he was going to send you a layaway payment.
Hang out with as much as you can, Josh.
We
appreciate you hanging.
I'm using a flip phone.
He's not using a freaking flip phone.
All right, he's time warping 20 years ago.
I didn't know you could get online with the flip phone.
Those Teslas and all those electrics, dude. They not only get shorter range, but it takes longer to charge.
Then what?
And then with warm conditions.
Well, yeah, because batteries don't like the cold. Same thing with e-bikes, dude.
Hate it. And there is a temperature that literally starts to drain it down. It's
so. If he's using a flip phone, how is he getting on YouTube and downloading?
You can connect them to Wi-Fi. My mom's got a flip phone.
Motorola?
No, it's like some Amazon brand.
How do you know that, Skip?
She says, I need that money.
Flipper flopper.
Don't get us all teased up.
Yeah, his mom needs that money.
On it.
Are you saying that Raul has a flux capacitor and he's going back in time? Yeah, his flux capacitor is that quote-unquote Honda GX40 or whatever it is. Yeah, that's he gets on that thing. He revs it up to the moon. Somehow the flywheel doesn't explode in his face. Yeah. That's there's okay.
Hold on, Ken.
Trump
hold on one second.
No,
Jared, hold on. All federal funding is frozen by the government right now from the Supreme Courthouse. Nobody has any spending in the federal courthouse, so I don't know how he's getting any money.
How the hell am I going to pay for college then?
All finance funding from the White House has been suspended.
I don't know. That sounds like some more crazy stuff.
It was on the news tonight.
If someone screws up my FAFSA, I'm going to be even more pissed than I already am.
Oh no!
Federal funding's frozen until further notice.
I can feel it.
Tamboy, have you ever thought about flying a sign?
Flying a sign on a bridge? I think
what?
A lot of people
the frozen money? Jumping. Yes, the federal money is frozen until further notice. They want to see what the company's going to do.
You said start flying a sign on a bridge or something.
No, you find one of those corners that aren't taken in your area.
Seriously.
I will go to school for tuition.
The only thing that won't be affected is the government food stamps and Medicare, Medicaid. Social Security people won't be affected.
You could be privately funded.
Dude, whoever's
small donor. That's small
whoever's
donor,
saying that they're not arresting.
AOC had.
Dude,
Hold on.
I can't
YouTube.
believe that they actually have ICE. They got ICE in
YouTube
my city.
Government
They're
freezes
trying to-
money.
They're trying to get
They got
like I think
12 today in Florida.
they got I think they got like 1,100 over here. Let me see. Yeah, they got like 1,100 people today.
Yeah, that
I'm gonna
sounds like nothing, so it doesn't really matter. It's a non-action action. There's nothing.
I'm gonna be pissed if they try and get me. I'm not even Mexican.
Oh my God, you're gonna end over there, and you're gonna be one of them coming back to America. Trying to, I'm not even
All right.
Mexican.
Yeah, 1,100
No,
deportation
nothing
arrests
you
were
are.
made today in Portland, I think. Yeah, in my city.
Saying no deportations.
Deportation arrests are up 300% over the last few days. Yesterday alone, there were 1,179 arrests made nationwide.
Nationwide.
All right.
There was only
Nationwide.
10 million just came in. 10 million.
One of the top comments on it says, and to think that Latinos supported him.
They did.
I bet they're regretting it every day of their
No,
lives.
they are not.
They're going to start regretting it when ICE comes for
The
them.
world has talked
But
about
I
it
voted
many
for
times
him.
over.
But I
It never
voted for
happened.
him.
Hey, here you go.
Yeah, well, take that
They
vote.
say it, then they say it, then they say it.
Far-reaching executive action this White House has taken yet. It could potentially involve hundreds of billions of dollars in federal spending on everything.
Yeah, we got to watch out for using other people's content, though.
The disaster relief and public transportation.
Christ, I don't want to see that guy more than I already have to.
Oh,
Mexican enough, dude. I'm not Mexican at all. This is a funny thing. They're going to look at me. They're going to be like, oh, well, you look Mexican.
And it says, quote,
It's like, dude, really? A lot of tech stocks
Yeah,
took
you
a
have to-
huge
you
dump
can't
yesterday
show the
because
TV
of the
on
Chinese AI. That's not the economy being fragile. That's just the AI.
More
one AI
smaller
company
jobs.
is better than
This
the
one,
other.
Rhodes.
I can explain that. Right off the bat.
You know this particular one?
Deep. Okay, it's deep. What is it? I have it downloaded actually. I just downloaded it today.
Yeah, it looks like a little whale is their insignia there.
It's a
Deep fish, deep.
yeah, it's a whale or something. Deep steak or something. Wait, hold on.
Well, remember,
Deep Seek.
Deep Seek.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So, Deep Seek has
The
been
AI.
made
Deep
it made a lot better of an AI that's more powerful for one hell of a lot cheaper. They did it for what, like $6 million when ChatGPT has like probably 160
Willard had a handful of
$1 million
tacos.
or something
Well,
like
it
that. I don't
sounds
know.
like somebody got hacked. Okay.
No, nobody got hacked.
It
it's
sounds
just
like
one
somebody
company-
got
Willard
hacked.
had
Company is just
and
better. One company is just better than the other.
Oh, there,
That's it.
Oh,
And-
that's it.
Coca-Cola performance. Yeah, yeah.
Hold on. I'm not finished. So, ChatGPT uses NVIDIA chips,
Uh-huh.
and this new company doesn't use NVIDIA chips. I don't know what they use. I already asked one of my friends. He doesn't know either. But whatever it is, they're not using NVIDIA chips. So that's why the NVIDIA stock is down, because nobody, ChatGPT, that's gone by the wayside. It's deep seek time now. Yeah. All
What?
the videos where
You know what? I just yesterday, dude, or the day before yesterday, that Bixby on my Samsung.
dude, I hate Bixby. I got
itself on my
Oh, we
phone.
got-
It gave me more features, or it suggested more features. Very cute, though. Very
yeah, dude,
cute.
I hate the
Are you talking about the AI DeepSeek from China?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one they had on the news this morning.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I used it earlier today in class, and it's pretty good. Honestly.
Oh man, they're gonna hack you now.
It turns out, dude, GT Bach, you're one of the old time bosses, man. You're here. You're in.
Money's gone. I can't pay my bills with cryptocurrency money. Well, start figuring out how to.
You
I
better
hate
start
his
figuring out how to
bubbles.
get yourself some
If-
crypto.
Dude, if Will Campbell can fund a whole motorized bike project, probably the most expensive motorized bike ever, then you can pay your bills, man.
Well, with his crypto earnings.
Yeah, dude.
Well, that's very cool. I didn't know that.
Will Campbell hasn't put a
Hey, man.
dime. He hasn't put a dime into motorized bike. Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
He hasn't put a dime into motorized bikes whatsoever. It's all cryptocurrency. It's all the money that he's made on it. So it's at least well over 10 grand easily, because he's got more and more to add to that thing. Probably more and more tied up in, behind the scenes where we can't even see.
Heart attack, Willard double chart, mofo. Oh,
No, I've never heard him say any trolls.
you want me to call him a troll? I'll call him a troll.
Yeah,
Now
first time I ever get trolled.
Deep peak. All right, sure, man.
All right, deep peak.
Only the believers make money. Hey, I don't know. My dad wasn't a believer. He lost money. I'm not sure where I stand on that, honestly. I haven't tried putting any money into it. I might put like a little bit into it. Who knows?
He said, "What do I do if I'm a moderator?" You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, you don't got to do anything because everyone else.
You can click on people's names now and go to their channels and.
Yeah, basically, if you're on here and you're talking, you're basically a moderator. Even one of the trolls got a moderator perm
for a moment.
Yeah, you got it for like 10 minutes.
Then he took it back. He took it back.
Well, he was a little extra rude,
I haven't heard about that, but
abuse your power. He says GT Box abuse the power, man. Now that you got it, you can lay the law down.
Mossy, I think you're talking about Raul. I think Raul has kleptocurrency. I think Raul's the one with kleptocurrency. George Carlin says money is fake and the economy is fake, so are the jobs.
I've got kleptocurrency.
Well, GT back. Welcome to the channel.
Bach.
GT block. Block.
Yeah, he used to hang out with us for a good while. I don't know, maybe 6-8 months
Oh,
ago.
LOL.
I think Josh is going to be on here at some point, but
probably so.
I welcome Hate back. Hate needs to come back on so we can. I can pick on him a little bit.
I don't want that guy back. He's a little annoying.
I was starting to have fun.
American dream. You have to be asleep to believe it. Yeah, well, Joe was really dreaming.
You have to be asleep.
That's the only joke I'll make about that.
Unless Raul's trying to plant a money tree in his yard. I mean,
dude, I think Raul is trying to plant a money tree.
You got to bury $1 in the ground.
I don't know what kind of yard he's got because it looked like all concrete.
Oh, it's got to grow through the stones, dude. Totally. Break through asphalt and everything.
Yeah, he's going to see one single dollar pop up through the rocks and he's what?
What?
Don't encourage him. We don't need him selling rocks.
Motorized bikes, guys.
Not make him enough money to swing
I'm sorry. We get back to the bikes. Let's talk exhaust chambers or something.
Motorized bike guy, hello.
Talking shit. We haven't motorized bike yet this evening. Let's get to some subscriptions. God.
Yeah,
well, he said he needed a loan, and I told him 60% interest.
Dude, he needs a loan? Oh my god.
Raul, he said I told him 60% interest, and he said no.
Someone give this guy a loan. Hey, somebody's watching my live.
I know we got a new producer out there.
Hey, at least that's one, man.
So get this goddamn show on the road some.
Frozen puddles.
Hey,
my bikes.
This was Running the Swerve. We didn't get to see anything from him before.
Oh, sweet. Let's see this.
Yeah, we posted quite a bit in the few.
Oh, dude, my bike's posted.
I see that. But just posted, so I can't play anything he just posted.
Why?
Because that ain't fair to his own channel.
Oh,
True.
yeah. True enough.
And
Well, yeah, but you're giving him a view.
And search for enlightenment and be less ignorant, because to ignore, of course, is why the word ignorant is put together.
You're the pothole.
Oh, shit.
So I've realized how.
Are we walking or are we riding?
My life
We're walking, definitely.
after crying so many times and asking why.
Okay, this is more of a personal type of thing. I'm going to go ahead and
Yeah, I think that's kind of one of those LA Hover poetry videos.
Yeah, I
believe
think so,
It
too.
might be something like that.
But can't bash a man for it.
I know.
Content's content. All-terrain Predator 224. Let me see that, John. That's
If
sick.
that's the case,
Come
this will
on,
fit.
you
If
know
not,
it.
we'll just chop this off.
Who was this?
Or we
Engine
may have to put a
unknown.
little flat spot in this, just that way it clears the frame. And then from there, we just hook up throttle, and we should put some oil in it, and we should be able to fire this thing up. So
We
let's get the
torque
chain on.
converted it. I see
All
it
right,
as well.
so I got the chain
there
on
we
there.
go.
Now, it was kind of a pain for the fact that I did something I didn't do the first time I built one of these motor mounts. Is I drilled the holes out bigger. These are the original ones I had on this bike. I drilled these holes out bigger, and it gives you a little bit more wiggle room to slide the engine back and forth. Well, I didn't do that to this one. I just realized. And I didn't feel like taking it all back down to re-drill them out. So I unloosened the motor mounts and just kept moving around, wiggling around, and finally got it to where the chain's not rubbing on here. If I ever take this back apart, I will drill them out. But I end up getting it, so now it moves freely. And one thing about these torque converters, I see a lot of people burn belts up. These belts will last a long time. The problem is you gotta have these things lined up. If these are off, if this is off or this is off by a little bit, it will rub the belt and it will smoke the belt fairly quick. I think it was last year when I did one, and I rode it about 10 miles, and the belt exploded. Come to find out that this back pulley was just it was almost where you couldn't even see it. It was off by a little bit. So after I fixed that, these belts do last a long time. It did manage to get the spark plug wire on there. That's something different too. The 224 from the 212 is when I put the 212 on here, I had to actually cut the spark plug wire and put a new end on it because this was smacking the frame. Well, at the 224, it actually clears. So there must be a little bit of difference between the 212 and the 224 in that area. And then we'll go ahead and just get the fuel line hooked up. I'll find a place to mount this for right now, probably just over here. And once we have that, I will throw some oil in this thing. I will swap the exhaust out real quick. And maybe I ought to get it out.
Yeah, he ain't posted in a while, man. He posted one before this one on
the
there.
carb should be good.
Raul, it's not going to affect your money.
Before I pulled it off
it's only government spending.
I believe he put the Avenger on here as well,
and the running like it's supposed to before I go and do all this.
Or one of those two he put
so
on here as well.
So let's go ahead and get that stuff done, and then we'll go from there. All right, so got the exhaust done. Went ahead and just used the old muffler off the Stormfire's engine. Directly fit bolts right onto this 224. And I'm just running an old muffler I had laying around. I have to order some wrap. I'm out of it. So I'll end up wrapping that so that way if your leg bumps it or something like that, it doesn't just burn you. So all the big stuff is done now.
Well, that'll be cool, GT Bot. We're looking forward to it.
Just the throttle cable, fuel line, and put some oil in this thing. And then we can go ahead and fire this thing up. So we'll go ahead and button all this up.
So no, Raul, you'll get your money from the government. It's just wasteful spending he's trying to stop.
There we go.
Sounds good.
That paint came out. It's actually kind of cool looking. I'll wait till I get it out in the sunlight.
The seat's crooked.
But she's ready for the test ride. I just gotta wait for the warmer weather.
I really like those fucking tires.
Thank you guys for watching.
A nice frame.
And hope you guys are all having a good day. And hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Son of a gun. We like the tires. Engine unknown.
Nah, Raul, you'll still get your government check. It's just for wasteful spending from anything from whatever Joe Biden
Hey
passed.
everybody, so today I'm gonna put this phone mount on old Blue right here. Now this was literally the cheapest one I could find on Amazon.
Chevy case is on it.
So we're gonna go ahead and see.
Chevy case is in it. Okay.
And already I can tell, like a lot of this stuff for these bikes, no instructions. Okay, looks simple enough. Okay, so this right
I didn't
here
notice I had
unscrews
volume
right
down.
off this ball, gives you a pivot point. Slide through right here.
He said ball.
First, you got to get that piece in place. Then slide through, line it up, set the phone there, push it all the way in, and it automatically grabs.
Man, we got a whole
Little
fleet of
crooked
bikes.
here. Uh-oh. Loosen that back up a little bit right there. And pivot this on over some more. There we go.
Trump man
Now it's facing
are
straight.
hurting for Raul name only.
All right, I'm really curious to see how this thing is going to handle the vibration on one of these motorized bicycles. So let's go ahead and crank this thing up and
Let's crank this thing
see
up.
how it works.
All right, motion sickness.
So far, it's not looking like it's handling it too well.
Okay, I am a full
No.
Mexican. What are you going to
Awful. from
do
the
about it?
vibration.
It's
I
bad.
was actually had the concern that this mount was going to drop my phone, but it held on the whole time. I ended up turning the video off and putting my speedometer on. And I ride on dirt roads, and I hit about 26, and it held on the whole time. Didn't move, didn't drop my phone. You know what? For $5 to $6, I'd say this is fine. If you're trying to take videos on a motorcycle or anything with any kind of motor on it, it's not going to work out for you. I don't believe. It's just, well, you'll see from the video.
Wow. I love the waviness, dude. That's
Yeah,
my weed,
most-
is not the camera.
Well, welcome,
Dude,
Mr.
my Piaggio does the same exact thing. It's funny.
Wavy.
Yeah, it's the
Makes you
phone
wavy?
now.
It
Yeah,
is the phone. It's what happened.
Where's the trekker ride at? God damn it! Where you at? Okay, we get that fucking snow ride at.
Raul, it's kind of funny that you voted for Trump, but he's taking your government money away from you.
He's not taking no money away from nobody.
Dude, I
Raul,
don't
just
know,
watch
man.
the news. Just look at a
Nobody's
Raul.
getting anything. Nobody's losing anything.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's not taking money away. He's just cutting back wasteful spending.
If they'd outlaw two strokes, we'd all be illegal. Yeah. All we have to do is thank God that we haven't turned the ball into just yet.
Just because it was too hard to pedal.
Traffic. If you live on government money, that's on you. Ooh, there you go. Not my words.
Does it matter? No, it does not matter.
Hey man, we're past that administration. You can't do nothing once you're in the hands of Trump.
It doesn't matter what race you are.
Yeah.
On this channel, we don't care.
You had to specify on this channel.
That's a lie, dude. You have to be part of the human race. I'm sorry. That's a fact. You have to be part of the human race.
I don't know.
No
I don't
skinwalkers. No
Raul started that mess.
No, dude, Life's
no
Adventures.
shapeshifters. No
Life's
sexy
Adventures
mind.
doesn't mind little Bigfoot here and there.
I identify as a YD 85cc.
the Chinese Avenger. We allow dogs. He's good.
Looks like we got it all wired up, just like
Because
a few people, quite a few
I was too hard
accessories.
to pedal.
The
to
biggest
get
dash
started.
I've ever seen on anybody's bike. I don't know why y'all don't have a big radio on there. It's got a car stereo.
Yep, I saw him, Eagle.
Raul, why don't you have a car stereo, dude? JVC.
I want a female Bigfoot. Oh, no, we're not going there, Raul. You can save that for Life Adventure.
Who's up on there? Who did I just lose? Love family dog. They taught me to write completely. They did, but I did not do well in it. Mike, that he has a little of everything. I was, you know, he's got a little of everything on there.
Where's my ice cream? Where's some pudding?
I can't wait till one of these videos he's gonna play the car stereo for me. It's one of those ones with the removable faceplate.
Yeah, but if he plays his radio on there, wouldn't it be copyright?
I mean, I wouldn't play it on here, but I could watch his video.
Oh yeah, that's true. Josh, what's up? Hi, Bill.
Hey, how's it going?
I spent there, you know, in spent their years in ninth grade.
That's kind of cool. What the hell you do there?
Life Adventure. Raul's looking for a female Bigfoot.
I could probably take him to a couple.
Damn, we even got a good. Come on, populate performance. Tell him in Spanish twice, dude. He can't hear you.
Hey, Jerry,
Everybody knows I
what do
can't
you,
read. God damn it.
Jerry, what do you think of the e-bike I sent you?
Well, I was it this evening?
Yeah, well, I
I
texted
have not
my.
done anything about it. It's during the live.
Oh, okay. No,
You called me
I-
right at 8 o'clock. You said it just as I was going live. I know I have not
Oh.
checked it yet. What was
I
it?
was
An
just
e-bike that
thinking
you
of-
were thinking of?
Yeah, there was an e-bike that I seen on Alibaba. I was looking at the bikes, you know, just checking them out. It goes 37 miles an hour, and the range is 180 miles. And it's only $600.
Now that sounds very skeptical.
Yeah, I sent you a picture. I on the phone. I text messaged you a picture. Sent you the price, and I'm like, damn. Hell, all I have to do is have a camper in back and have a solar panel, have a spare battery charging in the back camper. I take that cross country. And we won't have to worry about the gas and all that. Just, you know, or put a little generator on the tire on the camper, so when it turns the generator, recharges the spare battery. I had all kinds of things going in my head, you know.
Raul, here's your best chance to ask him for a Bigfoot.
Oh, we spoke of it, didn't we? And here Life's Adventure showed up. Yeah. We're
Yeah,
not
you said
counting big feet as human race, so they're out.
You say Bigfoot, I'll come around, man.
No crossbreeding.
No, damn.
I used a couple of 70.
Did you see my post I put up, my video about Mississippi?
Yes, I did. I didn't understand that necessarily, though.
That it's a law that's being passed in Mississippi.
Yeah, but you know, there's all kind of crazy talk going on right now. So
I put it in my community post so people.
All said we were all getting a stimulus check a little earlier, but apparently now we're not.
Yeah,
Raul work timed it. That's all. He went back in time.
Raul said that now he can't pay his bills if you don't get it, so he's probably gonna go hungry next month.
Well.
Well, it's everybody who 2021 is getting a stimulus check. They said on their taxes.
Nobody's getting a stimulus check.
It's on their taxes. So Raul filed taxes in 2021.
What does he have on the front of that bike? What's all that crap?
Like a radio
he
or
has
something.
a car stereo and a JBL speaker and a car battery and flashers and mirrors and lights and about 6 controls for things that I'm not sure what they are. I think maybe it's a lighting cluster. And we're gonna get a look. I think we're gonna look at it.
New kickstand.
Skip. Internet. It's not grammar school. How old are you? You should know this. Oh, jeez.
Oh, we weren't gonna get to see it again.
You talked about ready to go cross country. That bike there has all the compartments and everything.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get the beach cruiser going here soon. My current one from my YouTube videos.
What's up, Farquad?
Yeah, what's
Looks
up?
like he's got the YD 100 on there, and that's about it. Nothing really particular.
Ride my Lightning 100.
Motherfucker can carry cargo, though. You know how like that.
So yeah, with this clamshell adapter, would I be able to use this on a 12 gauge CDH power wheel?
You know, Raul's the best one to talk about.
Could you use it on there? I mean, I would let me pull this down here. Let me get you.
On that CDH wheel with the disc brake adapter? I don't know.
This is just a regular adapter for like a hub.
What size? 1.5 or 1 inch?
I think it's like a 25 millimeter to 35 millimeter.
So 1.25 or because they make them in 3 sizes: 125, 1 inch, and 1.5 millimeter.
Where did you go? Traffic.
Because this is
Yeah, 1,000 miles on Suron.
This one's
I'd
25.
like to see that video.
It's 25.
Is that an e-bike? It must be an e-bike.
That would work on a Huffy.
It's more like an e-motorcycle. Let's be honest.
As long as you got a caliper, you can measure it. It should bolt up.
It's real close to motorcycle.
Maybe.
Actually.
That's not a guarantee.
Well, I was looking at those e-bikes, and that one that I was looking at, that's 184 range. That's on a single battery. They got double batteries that you could put on those things, and you could do double the mileage.
I've never heard this number as high as you just gave, though. I cannot deny. I've never heard a number that high. Not even from Eric, who built his own giant 54-pound battery.
Yeah, there's dual battery.
The numbers I gave or he gave.
Yeah, that he wasn't able to get that kind of range.
Last time I had a hub adapter, I had to have a spacer for it a long time ago. They only made one size. It was 1.5 when I was using them. E-bike. Look into the government
from that Alibaba stuff.
Yeah, it's got a low range, which is you go 25 miles an hour. A mid range is 30 miles an hour, and the high range is 37 miles an hour. And you can do the most of 180 miles an hour on a single battery. But if you have the double battery pack, you can do 284 for range.
Well, hey, Life Adventure, if you're involved, if you have any kind of government assistance, you can get a rebate check for e-bike, depending on the state law. Yeah, they've been issuing them out this year already. In California, several states, you have to look into it.
Yeah.
You can go to Area 50, Area 13 on YouTube, and he explains a lot of it about the government program.
Hey, Josh.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey. Oh, Lord, what a crazy night, man. We got crazy.
Where do I go to apply for something like that?
Yeah, it's a free e-bike up to $1,500, I think it is, but you have to be approved first for the rebate.
Where do you go to look? Where do you go to even apply?
Look under e-bike rebates under your state law and see if they issue it. It's only certain states. California is one of them.
Illinois is probably another because they're Democrat states. So.
Damn, traffic. That fucking sounds cool as shit.
It's all over the place. My state does not issue it. There's not a whole lot of government stuff here.
I'm interested in it.
Yeah.
I need to start a damn channel that just covers travel.
Uh-oh. It's getting political tonight.
It was getting pretty political. Raul was getting upset.
Hey, Jared, I went and looked at some of your videos with the friction drive setup that you did for us. Man, thank you. That's cool. That explained it all with the gooseneck and that.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't a lot to show there, obviously, as you see.
Yeah, when I took a look at it, I was like, well,
I have
a couple pieces of
had
pipe.
2 batteries on it.
I like how you used the twist grip throttle. Anybody could put that together, I think. How does it feel? I'd say, let's see.
You should be able to put your kid on that by that afternoon, dude. You put that on a 20-inch bike, dude, and I swear your kid will be fucking riding a mini bike in fucking under 4 hours.
Right on. Yeah, that's a great setup, man. It looked pretty nice, too. I mean, for as simple as it is, it's actually genius. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no, it works just fine. In that way, that I put it on the 16-inch bike, but I can't fit on it. I couldn't fit on it.
Would you think the drive wheel itself, what would you suggest be the best? Just plywood? Look like it got the job done.
Plywood does just fine.
Yeah, okay.
A caveman mechanic runs with the plywood. He's obviously been going with it for a year now. So my buddy Tony never upgraded past the plywood.
And so your 79cc or 100cc motor or something like that be plenty for it, huh?
That's
definitely.
I use both of those motors. I posted on both of those.
Yeah, right on.
I was using
I like
on a fat tire bike.
Jared would go with a 79cc. That's his go-to motor. I
would recommend it to a lot of people for dependability reasons. There's some goddamn sure enough dependable reasons to use it.
Yeah. Well, I think there's one guy that hops in here sometimes. I forget his name, but he said that he's doing one with the 50cc setup friction drive, and I think he said it was a 4-stroke maybe.
No, it was a 2-stroke, and that was our buddy Cash.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, Cash maybe. Yeah,
huh?
Chris or something. I don't know.
Chris, that's what it was. Chris something.
Is that Chris
Cash? I think it was Chris Cash.
Yeah. So he had me interested, and we talked about it, and I finally found those videos. But that was really cool, man. That's a nice, that'll get you going. Just have to work out a throttle cable, but that shouldn't be hard. Twist grip style, even better. You know what I mean, or whatever.
Oh yeah. It does. It gives you a hole and some places to hook up a quick throttle easily.
It was great.
Even for a twist throttle, it wouldn't be a problem. We got Raul stimulus checks coming in.
Is people really getting stimulus checks? Come on, y'all.
No,
I didn't think so.
I haven't heard anything about stimulus checks.
Yeah. Well, I see ads all the time.
Oh my God, Raul, we got all of your money and put it there. Trump.
I wondered where I left that laying.
The gas bikes cool again. Thank you, Senator Joe. All of your money and put it there.
So I hear people sometimes will say they sold their motorized bikes, and first thing I think, I'm like, oh my God, how could you do that? You know what I'm saying? But I guess it happens because you want to get rid of them and build another build, whatever happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of times it's the price, because when I first started putting them together, I was putting Chinese kits on little Walmart bikes for people and sending them out. And I would just charge them like $100, the same as the motor kit, to put it together for them. But then I wondered why they'd always call back, you know, and want me to fix it some more and fix it some more. I'm like, good Lord, man, figure it out. You know what I mean? And some people can't, not bicycles, and definitely not once you put.
Yeah, they're not mechanically inclined at all.
Yeah. And like I said, my kids, it got to where they were helping me put the motors on them. You know what I mean? I just tighten things up and do things with them. But
you know what, dude, for the longest time, I recommended a mini bike. When people ask me about something, I would just say, no, what you need to do is go get a mini bike. Because the overall ride time hours are so much higher. You'll get tired of riding that mini bike. You will. You just literally get fucking tired of riding it. Put that thing down. You're like, God damn, I ride that thing all the time now. And then look back at it. And you're like, yeah, I'm just saying. But now I recommend the bikes. I do. I just recommend the fucking. If they ain't got it, man, if they can't figure it out, I'd help if I can.
Right. I sat on one tonight. I haven't rode one yet. I can't wait till the weather breaks to get riding again. There's something great about them motorized bikes. They're fun.
Yeah, dude, that's why I stopped doing it. I just went straight motorized. Fuck it, man. I'm off the mini bike.
I think we talked about what it means to be a motorized bike. Is it a motorcycle? Is it a motorized bike? Is it a mini bike? And, you know, people get them blurred real close together. But you know, once I got on one with pedals, I think you said it, Jared. If it has pedals, it's a motorized bike still.
That's what we go with. That's what
when we go on that road trip, though, I'm gonna have brake lights and everything else on my bike, man. I'm gonna deck it all out. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask. The friction drive, it don't include a clutch. You might want a clutch. How does that feel? You just pedal right into it?
Because that little 79cc, dude. When you push the pedal down the first time with that giant flywheel, the back wheel, it starts, dude, instantly. It just starts.
And you can drive it slow enough, it's not even an issue, huh?
Oh, my God. You can drive it slower than the bicycle can hold itself up because of that giant flywheel.
Yeah. I see. It's nothing like trying it yourself, but I seen your videos, and I was like, man, it don't even look like it's an issue. You know what I mean? Forget the clutch.
It will roll slower than you can keep the bicycle standing.
Well, it would just be one more thing to worry about messing up some way or another. You know what I mean? If it works, let it work.
Right down the sidewalk. It's nice for riding down the goddamn sidewalk. You can ride nice and slow down the sidewalk. You're not a nuisance.
I'm gonna do one this as soon as it warms up. Like I
will admit, my two strokes are all fast on the sidewalk, dude. They're really fast on the sidewalk.
But you, Life's Adventure, you said you would run a clutch on yours.
No. That's why I'm going. That's why I'm going to a 4-stroke, because I really don't like the clutch.
Well, you still have to run a clutch.
On a 4-stroke, automatic clutch.
Well, that's still a clutch.
No, I mean, I don't like running a hand clutch where I have to, worry about when I slow down.
Motherfuckers, thank you. God damn it, guys! Don't shut the fuck up.
A 4-stroke basically is a gas and brake, and the clutch is on the engine, so
Yeah. I seen a pretty cool flywheel. They called it a flywheel car tonight. There was a video I watched, had a great big old 2-stroke diesel on it, and it was mounted to a Ford frame and set up where it had 2 big flywheels in between. It was great, dude. I'm like, I want to go ride that fucking thing. 30 horsepower 2-stroke diesel, you know what I mean? Big as a Ford dually, you know what I mean? It was ridiculous. They said they used them in oil fields.
They probably did. They probably do.
Yeah. They'd start them up, leave them run forever until they died.
Takes time for them to learn to be different.
I think a lot of the steamships got big 2-stroke diesels in them too, I believe.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. I don't know much about it. I seen some turbos one time that was built for a boat for one of the Great Lakes. And, man, I tell you what, you could sit down inside of it and eat lunch. You know what I mean? I was like, God dang, there's 2 of them. And that's just the turbos was bigger than a full-size truck. You know what I mean? You're like, God. I didn't even know. Why would you turbo 2-strokes is another thing that goes round and around in the RC world. But some people swear it makes a difference.
I don't know. I get my 4-stroke, I'm happy. My 100cc 4-stroke, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I think I'm good. I can get a 100cc 4-stroke off Alibaba for half the price I can off Amazon.
I fucking love that they put pedals on it.
I've never used any one of those apps or groups or whatever to buy anything. I'd strictly eBay, really, pretty much.
Well,
Or Amazon.
I got turned on to Alibaba by a guy that comes in here all the time.
Yeah.
Kid Cooley.
He comes in here all the time, and I got turned on to that by him. And I've never ordered anything off there, you know, but
yeah. You have pretty good luck out of it?
It's a wholesaler is what it is. It's a wholesaler that, you know, if you go on Amazon, you're going to be paying double. Now that I know where all the motorized bike parts on Amazon, I'm actually going through the wholesaler, so I'm getting them for half the price.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, read that one right there.
Yeah, that's why I was just reading it. And
That's a good
I
one,
got off
isn't it?
subject there a little bit. But, yeah, it made me want to quit selling them, too. And then what I had left, I started riding, and that's when I fell in love with motorized bikes. I was like, man, I can't believe how fun these are. I was having trouble out of my knees and stuff. I've had 3 knee surgeries, and they're tore to pieces. You know what I mean? Riding a bike without a motor, my bike sat in the garage for years is what it did. You know what I mean? And then I put a motor on one, then decided to keep it for myself. And those motor kits are pretty easy. They'll bolt on to about anything. So I had an old Beach Cruiser bolted right too. And I tell you what, that bike was out. Every time I had a chance, I had it out.
Yeah, but my first full motor kit on was my MS460 was my first marijuana brownie.
I'm not saying what it is.
Mike Legault said he was fucking eating. He might have already passed out on us because he said he made a tray, and I don't think the whole tray was going to make it to morning, dude. He'd already dug in.
I'm gonna say I was on like my battery. But I was munching some Tostitos and salsa. I eat a whole bunch of them. Now I'm over here hiccuping like crazy.
Dude, you can't make chocolate brownies and expect to eat just one.
Okay, I've had more than one.
You can't make chocolate brownies with a green seasoning and just expect to eat one.
I'm curious. I see he smiled at us just then. I wonder if he does have any left. I think he said he was going to try to break it up in 2 days, but it probably ain't going to make 2 days.
It's not going to last 2 days.
Yeah. I tell you what, edibles wreck me, man. I got to be ready for that shit. Mostly,
yeah, dude, man, I ran a rag joint in the past on my first build. First 2 builds, rag joints. Then I went to hub adapters. Then I went to a mag wheel, and I didn't like the mag wheel.
And no, brother, guys, some of these people here are racist. They don't understand they're racist. They'll change their ways maybe in time, maybe not. I don't know.
Oh yeah. I don't even know where I don't see racism around me.
In this chat, it got heated.
Did it?
¿Cómo te llamas, señor, por favor, amigo? ¿Qué pasó ese?
I mean, but it's just childish. See, they want to be childish while they're in here, so I hope he can see through that.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to avoid the whole thing. You know what I mean? A few times I got caught saying the N-word, and when I grew up, it didn't mean what people take it as today.
Yeah, back then it wasn't very much. Now it's like everything.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Don't.
When I lived in California,
did you get the trailer I sent you?
When I lived in LA, we didn't say yo mama because then it started a fight.
Yeah, and that's what we to start a fight. I honestly wouldn't mean it, and I didn't learn it as a black or a colored thing at all. It meant bell and wire duct tape and stuff.
Did you get the picture of that trailer?
Yes, I did get the picture of the trailer. You are ahead of me already.
Okay.
And you walk up to him, you say yo mama, and you got to fight.
If nothing else,
where's that at?
That trailer's a lot cheaper than it was on Amazon. I'll tell you that. They want what, $500 for that same thing?
Oh.
You go to Alibaba and they want what, $150, $200 for it? It's the same thing. It's more durable.
I feel bad.
Alibaba from Atlanta.
You already have at your house.
Huh?
I thought you were talking about the trailer you have at your house. You sent me a picture of your trailer.
I'm I sent you the picture of the camping
trailer. Yes, sir.
Where are you in Russia? No,
I sent you a picture of the green one. Did you get the one I got from Alibaba?
Yes, sir.
My
Okay,
great
that's the one that
grandfather from
folds out.
Russia.
I did look at it. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot cheaper than it's only like 150, 200 bucks on Alibaba for the tent one that folds out. It's a trailer, but then it folds up, it folds down. That trailer tent you wanted?
I seen that. I remember
I
seeing
didn't
it.
want no trailer tent.
Well, no, you said it looked cool. You said,
No, that was other people said that. I said I had seen it before.
Oh,
I
okay.
remember
Okay.
seeing it when y'all was. I remember being in part of that. It looked pretty cool.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
What'd you do? Find them cheaper or what?
Yeah, and Alibaba is a wholesaler.
Yeah.
Alibaba is a Chinese wholesaler.
Well, when you get stuff off there, will it have a brand name
Hey,
or
honey.
nothing at all?
There's the fire we had down the road over the weekend.
You did have a fire, the little Utah burn.
Oh yeah, is California still burning, you guys? That's crazy, ain't it?
No, most of it's out.
Is it out?
It's mud. They got mud. They got that mudslide now.
I hear you, dude. I know exactly what you're talking about. The host on this channel never replies. I post your stuff.
Pretty soon they're gonna have mud in the bottles for sale for
God damn you,
souvenirs.
son of a bitch, you're trolling. God damn it. The host on that channel never replies. I know.
Hey man, Jared, you got a memory. I think it's raining. Rained. Yeah, they got washed.
I just want my 100cc 4-stroke and I'm happy.
79cc Harbor Freight.
Friday, my shit.
No.
Or get one of those peanut motors from Alibaba.
I told you that we have a channel right now, Mushroom Branding. He got his American flag themed Fat Moto delivered to the Starbucks, and about to pull that damn camper to where I don't know.
You guys see this?
Florida. Florida's where he was heading, but I don't think he's left Virginia yet.
Hey, Jared, check this out. We had our fire. We had a 5-story building burn down on a construction site.
Yeah, remember we had
And it knocked our power out for like 6 hours.
4, wasn't it?
6 total.
Did he get the 100cc?
Dude, you know nobody's living the American dream here. It's fucking motorized bikes. What are you talking about?
Did he get the 100cc? The guy that was that got sent to him?
Whatever comes on Fat Moto. What comes on the Fat Moto?
Oh, 79cc.
I think 7900. Whatever comes on there. Yeah.
79. 79.
79, unless you're gonna go 220, 212. I mean.
Hey Josh.
Hey, any of you guys ever rode in a dragster?
No.
I have one. And a Mustang.
I rode somebody's drag
5.0. It was gutted with the
I went to Kentucky Kingdom.
No,
They had a
Mustang.
ride there. It was like
was a
20
Camaro.
bucks, and you could get launched on a dragster. They had them on rails, so you weren't steering it. But I remember
I know the
thinking
one
it
you're
was one
talking
of the
about.
They
funnest
got
things
that.
ever.
They got that here at Lagoon Park Ride.
Yeah, dude, that's the greatest thing ever. Go try it.
They're
out.
running off of propane.
Yeah, that's what these was too. They run cleaner that way. They don't have to rebuild them as much. Yeah, hey, even though they sound badass and like they're a lot faster than they are, they
A
don't give you
16-year-old
much.
arrested for arson. Holy shit!
It's an actual motor running.
Deputy.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a drag motor. You know
A
what I mean?
16-year-old started the fire.
I can't hear anything.
Well, I got it muted.
Oh, hey Josh.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
I'm gonna get my bike running here soon. I'm gonna try putting on that hub adapter I currently have. It's not a disc brake one, but it's the standard one. I mean, I'm not gonna be running a disc brake anyways, but I'm running a pinch brake. And then I'm gonna,
So you just
I've,
skipping the disc
I've
brake?
never actually used one of them hub adapters, either kind.
Oh, you have the hub adapter. I thought you said rack joint. I must have stirred something.
No, it's a clam one. Like
Oh, well, there you go. You have it, dude.
Right
This makes, for some wheels, very simple.
Yeah, I heard it was the best route to go, and a lot of people will say it's better than a rag joint, but I never had much trouble out of rag joints. Really, I got lucky, I guess.
But that it has a certain size circle, so whatever your hub is has to match that certain size.
Oh yeah,
circle.
yeah.
That's the only thing I'm saying for some builds. Yeah, just because I don't know what wheel you have. Does it fit your wheel? Then it works.
Well, I would guess you could measure the wheel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ahead of time or something. I don't even know.
The hub, yeah,
I never,
I'm not
I
sure
never
what
had
hub
to deal
you
with one.
put it on.
I think it should be easy though, right? Couple bolts and
Yeah.
put your sprocket on.
Yeah.
It's super easy. Yeah, they made it super simple.
I was also gonna say I was probably gonna run a mountain bike fork because I would like to do some off-roading.
Yeah,
I would use a mountain bike fork. I would prefer to have front shock, but you know, that's just me. Once you've had it, you never want to not have it. It's not fun without it.
Yeah. I've had it and I've been without it, and definitely, yeah. Even every time I build one with spring seats in it or a good seat, I'm always glad I did it. And same with
Every
the
shock you can get on there in the seat, in the steering, man. It's okay. So check it out, dude. And somewhere in the mid '90s, there.
So, hey Jerry, I guess that guy needs to get his wrench removed because he's calling people fat fuckers on here. He needs to be booted. He's being an asshole.
What, in the chats down there? I can't.
Yeah,
see
he's
the
calling
chats.
everybody fat fuckers now.
Oh,
He's just
geez.
being-
Oh, he's gone now.
Yeah, don't give him no attention. Fuck him.
He's just jealous.
That's right. My dad said it's always better to have a tool shed for your tractor.
You know what that is?
So do I.
I said that.
I'll take you there tomorrow.
No, it's expensive.
Oh, that's fun. Everything.
Alibaba. It sounds like something from Aladdin, the movie.
It does, doesn't it?
It does. Every time I hear it, I think of that movie Aladdin.
Alibaba, huh? Yeah, okay.
Because the one guy with the snake, whatever that was, his name was Alibaba, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was. I think it was. I think you're right.
The wizard.
Let's get that. Missed it.
Blacksmith Park. Hello, everyone. Well, hello to you.
That's a great tip. I personally. Oh my God! Look at that. We got Blacksmith Sparks has come in too. Man, I get nothing. I don't get no damn updates on this stupid phone. Man, I'm sorry about that. Hold on. Add moderator. Holy shit. Bam. John Anderson, if you came over here, I'd hit you a button too there. But you're coming in from Tamboy site, and I can't give you rich.
Oh yeah, I
But
think
good
that
evening,
actually
Blacksmith
happened
Spark.
to me.
Hey guys, if y'all have not checked out Blacksmith Sparks yet, I can tell y'all didn't because he ain't got enough subscribers to mention. So y'all should go check him out, dude. A really cool guy. I think he's down here in the South somewhere. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't know where he was at.
Is he in Mississippi?
I don't know. Maybe Texas. He kind of, because he had the hat, dude. He had the hat. He's got to be Texas, man. He's got to be Texas. Maybe Oklahoma. Could be Oklahoma too. You never know. But yeah, no, he's been making videos and posting on his channel for I don't know, probably 6 or 8 weeks, something like that. You know, for a good little while, and I caught up with a bunch of his videos, and yeah. So your channel now, they'll be able to click on your whatever what do you call that? Your picture thingy. It's Tennessee. Oh damn, he's in Tennessee. Damn man, I wasn't even close. Son of a gun. I don't know. Man, the hat made me think Texas.
1 second, guys. I gotta go help out real quick. Uncle Duty's calling.
But he's posted a couple of videos. He even posted a little bit where he did some stand up, and he did one where he fought an amateur bout of boxing. So he truly is the most badass biker that it's ever come in here. A professional fighter. So there's that. What else? I don't know. I think he titled his video something survival. Oh, I can't remember right now. Survival something. something. Okay, so it's from all over the South. Just did great stuff. Yeah, no, he's a pretty cool guy. Whatever. Thank you, sir. I glad that you come by and hang out with us for a little while.
So as close as I could come to riding a bike so far.
Survival camping, that's what it was. Survival camping, 26-inch motorized bike.
Survival camping. It's still cold up here. You can't really think about going outside.
Which made me think what you meant by camping. I mean, I didn't want to ask that. I didn't want to bug you on your thing. And you know, and yeah, if it was for this year's you know, a better season to go out and use it for some adventures or something. I don't know. That's what I hope it was for. Had camping in there, survival, camping. Damn, got to be something like that. I love that stuff.
John, you said about the gas tank. I've had that trouble. I hate when them gas tanks wiggle like that.
Hey, Farquaad.
Yo, what's up?
Your CDH wheel with your hub stuff. Go to Black.
Blacksmith. You can click that top banner.
Go to Blacksmith. He's got one on his on his YouTube channel with the rack joint set up and everything.
That top blue line. If you got the courage,
if you want to try something else,
join the stream, dude. Just hit that button, dude, and I let everybody in. So,
hey, Farquaad.
You don't have to show your picture. You can always come up like, where's the old stop cam?
He's got a disc brake on it.
You can be up here like this.
Somebody else in. When you do your adapter, your hub adapter, you should put it on video so we can watch you do it. I've never seen one done. I mean, I never had to do one or anything.
All right. I'm not going outside right now because the kids.
No. I'm just saying. You know, I didn't know if you was doing it inside or what, but you should check. We should check it out.
It's in the garage right now. I don't want to wake up the baby right now.
Yeah, it's so cold outside. I can't even hardly stand and go out in my garage.
I got my window open and it's like 15 degrees.
Right on.
That's cool, brother. We do this on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. We stay on for about 4 hours each time and give everybody a chance to come in and out of here. So yeah, anytime.
So I started playing with the RC stuff.
More than welcome.
But I still was keeping up with Jared's friction drive. I'm gonna definitely plan on doing one of those as soon as it warms up.
I think Raul fell asleep.
So have a good evening. Tell the kids good evening.
Yeah, what's up?
Ever seen one of those 85cc RC trucks on YouTube? Those two-stroke motors?
I've seen them. Yeah. Yeah, they're huge, man.
They do.
Yeah,
they're monsters.
Yeah, they are absolute beasts. I had a guy got a hold of me, and he wants me to build him a Bobcat that'll really cut the grass in his backyard. I was like, well, that sounds interesting. You know what I mean? Let's try to find you a cheap old wheelchair for a good start. You know what I mean? And we'll put together something and see what we can come up with. So that'll be pretty fun. He's trying to do a radio-controlled lawnmower.
Actually, they have those.
On top of it type?
They actually have those.
Is that what you're saying?
Willard, zip your barn door.
What are you doing? He's over there trolling a fucking tan boy, and he's getting bored. Now he's going to be coming over here.
Ken doesn't bother me. Ken's cool. He's all right.
When I come in earlier and tried to turn the phone on, I think I came in through Tan Boy too somehow, and I couldn't. It didn't quite seem the same. I was like, I'll get back to it in a minute after I eat and warm up. So I come back in, and then it came up regular, like where I could join in too. I didn't know you could come in through Tan Boy. That was like
I didn't know either. I didn't know that.
The tip of the day. You're so funny, Ken.
This one's cleaner.
Oh, we have Tito Shays. What's up, Tito? What's up, guys? All right, Tito, ready to go? Man, I'm probably got it
It's
all
over here
wrong.
crying, you fucker.
Tell me I'm wrong. What is it?
Hey, Josh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's up, brother?
I can't. What is it?
It's it's
Garrett, put me up on large screen, man.
you got a trailer hooked up.
I can't tell what it is. It's kind of glossy.
There's no
It's got reflection going on.
There you go. Thank you.
Oh,
That looks like a.
Oh, cool.
Looks like a
I remember you
lawnmower.
talked about that.
trike.
Right on. Right on. I had
Is that
one
a-
with the moped front end on it. It looked a lot like that.
That looked like a
Little shorter.
lawnmower trike.
That was a lawnmower,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was lawnmower. Yeah,
Right on.
yeah, it's lawnmower.
Mine actually did really good till we was hot rodding it and finally threw a rod in it.
You know, that reminds me of Home Improvement with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
You as.
I have all kinds of choppers in my storage, man.
Right on.
Damn, what the fuck?
I can't see it.
I've got
I've got plenty of. I got
I've
so
got
many
so many
choppers.
projects out there. I don't know if I'll ever get around to ever get my garage cleaned up. And there's all kinds of. I'll build anything just about though, and definitely instead of throwing stuff away, might as well turn an old wheelbarrow into a go kart. Why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go. I've heard of people doing that. I've never tried it, but I've heard of people
Yeah,
doing
I
that.
mean, I had a Katana 700 and took the front end off, and I got it, and I welded me a little makeshift frame down there for a double back wheel, so it'll be a trike setup too. I ended up with a rider that's got like a 27 horse V twin Briggs on it. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with that.
Binfield Tools Company. Yes, that's right. Skip. Barclay, what are you gonna do with that big battery?
I do a stealth bomber build.
Thinking a stealth bomber.
More power.
There was a guy in here talking about that Sirwan and all earlier.
Too bad you couldn't hook that battery up to your Suron.
I'm gonna go check that trip out as soon as this thing's over. Maybe
For
by
a backup.
tomorrow. I won't forget. I'll be looking for
I'll
it.
be building my own kind of Suron hub.
He said 1,000 miles. That's a cool journey. It takes a lot of charges to get a server on 1,000 miles.
How much is the battery if it goes bad?
I mean,
I just boxed up a box for Tan Boy. He should be getting. We got it worked out for him. 45 pounds of Briggs and Stratton.
Ah. How much was that?
That's on him. I don't even know. I said, you cover the shipping, bub. I'll send it to you. You know what I mean?
You traded some of those brownies. That's coughing.
Hey, Willard, have you ever ate one of those edibles?
Nope.
Oh my God, dude. If anybody ever tells you only eat half of it, don't be a hard ass. You know what I mean? Just only eat half of it.
I've heard stories.
And eat the whole bag.
Yeah. I thought I was going to get
Eat half of it. They tell you half, eat half.
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny. Dang Tam Boy hate must be really sweet. You. Oh, Ken, you're funny.
I had somebody come over on Marketplace trying to wheel and deal with me on some radiant remote control car shit.
Yeah.
And he said, well, can we trade in this? And he started pulling out all kinds of marijuana stuff. And I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, I done the work for him. I mean, I'm not trying to buy drugs, but he offered it. So that would be entrapment. So what do you got? You know what I mean? He had a bunch of them edibles, some vape pens, a bunch of that cook it yourself. It's already ground up.
No.
But
To
you
me, I'd
gotta
be a little
remember-
nervous. I would be thinking it's the feds or something.
I would say no.
Well, like I said, it's all legal up here. You can just go buy it at the gas station if you want. You know what I mean? Or the pharmacies are everywhere. Damn, somebody's shaking something over here. What the fuck they doing?
Well, good evening, Blacksmith Sparks. I'm glad to see you, sir. I don't mean to cut others off.
But yeah,
like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna go get into.
So I told him, he said he wanted me to try it real bad, Willard. So I was like, I'll eat the whole thing in front of you. He was going to give it to me if I'd eat it all right then. And he warned me, you know what I mean, that I would not be wanting to drive in that. And I was like, all right, I'll try it. Man, I tell you what, I didn't enjoy it at all that much. But the part about getting a lot of sleep was really good. You know what I'm saying? I did like to sleep at night.
Well, I am getting a little tired, though.
It was kind of scary, man. I ain't even going to lie.
I ate like
says just say
three.
no.
I ate like 3 brownies already.
Come on.
Oh yeah, with the stuff with the good stuff in it.
I am not saying, but maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
You know what I just heard? I just heard
What's up, Tim?
what's up? I just heard that Trump shut down Medicaid and he shut down federal grants for people going to college. So I'm screwed. I'm screwed.
No,
I can't go to college now.
Come on.
Hey, Camboy,
Thanks for hanging.
Don't get Raul riled up, okay?
This guy was quiet, but then they all get in here and get excited. I can't deny. Sorry.
I tried to tell you, man.
Try to tell me what? I can't do anything about it.
Some nights it's all
I'm
bites.
just one person.
It's only temporarily.
Only temporarily. How am I supposed
Yeah,
to pay for
it's just
stuff?
a freeze. They only froze it just for a little while to see what the economy's going to do.
Are you part of the Congress?
Don't tell anybody, okay? I'm half Democrat, half Republican.
I'm on mama's side. I'm half
Oh, my
Republican,
hell.
Democrat. I'm on mama's side.
That's so you don't have to worry about the races. Just go right in the middle.
Exactly.
I guess, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fucked, Tan. I wouldn't worry about it. Listen, I used to sneak into class when I didn't have the money to do it just to see, because you can get the
but we
education
can't-
without the paper.
Dude, I wish I could do that, but I can't even do that if if I can't pay for, my student activity fees, then I can't.
Maybe you're just jumping the gun and it's not going to affect you. I hope
Ken, where did you get your information from?
CNN.
You just have
MSNBC or something.
You just Google it on YouTube. You just Google it. Is that all you did?
Google News. Who knows?
I saw it on the news.
Go to YouTube, Fox News. Go to Fox News on YouTube.
Just go to your classes and stuff anyway. You'll figure it out. Don't quit going.
I'm not gonna
go. I say don't quit going either.
Go on to YouTube, Fox News, and where it says freezing
Fox.
Federal government frozen money.
Fox is
an informational network.
Federal government frozen money. Just keep it to yourself and don't tell Raul, because Raul will start crying.
Don't tell me.
Come on. Joe would keep those
people that are on medication, they're screwed. They can't get their meds, dude.
Are you on Medicaid?
I'm not, but the people that are gonna.
Yes, a lot of people are on Medicaid. People who need it desperately.
I didn't hear anything. Well, they're Medicaid, I believe, is their insurance. I'm not sure.
Yes, it's super important. There's millions of Americans.
That would affect Raul, I believe.
All right, who's getting this guy off the string?
Who is that?
Who's getting this?
Who the hell is that? Dancing in their underwear.
All right, Jared.
Oh no! What do we got here?
What the fuck? Ew.
Is that Raul? Is that Raul dancing in his underwear?
No. How do you ban people on here, Jared?
Unbelievable.
Why is that?
Delete that guy. Delete him.
Well, obviously, yeah, but I don't know if Jared knows how. I don't know how. I don't have.
Is this borderline? Blacksmith, is this? I mean, you might have gone. You might be right up against the edge there, dude.
Well, I think it's pretty much past the edge. Oh, there we go.
Man,
he says that's not me.
Well, yeah.
Damn. Hey, guy, we got. Was that a troll? Fucking troll?
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, maybe.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I wonder if that was hate. You know what, Tan? I think that was hate. It was for you.
Yeah, I think it was. Maybe Oh, that's why
Oh, come on, guys. We got a real troll. It's taken us 115 episodes. Stop knocking it. We finally got one, and you're going to run them off.
It's traffic. Yeah, it's a video on loop. We know it's not you.
Putting the link up on on the stream chat is like practically asking
God,
for it,
I can't
but,
believe that. But for
There's fucking big no judge.
that stuff,
Just next time they come on, make it in the big screen for us.
Paul, LOL. I think it was hate doing it for.
I know
for,
you're the first troll. I know you didn't do it, Blacksmith Sparks. I know you didn't. I know now.
So
we know you
I
didn't do
remember
it.
one episode you saying you hopped off early because you was going to talk to play games with this chick.
Whatever. You know what
And
I'm saying.
tonight, my 21-year-old come over to the house and got into a car accident. She was out playing video games with somebody
and
was out.
Hey,
Wasn't even in
Blacksmith
the car.
Spark, you got a new subscriber. I subscribed to your channel.
Oh God. All right.
A few of these people will subscribe.
Farquaad jumped off.
Did
Yeah, he did. He's out.
He did.
As soon as he saw it, he just couldn't contain himself.
No, he didn't.
Oh my
He
God.
fell off, dude. He didn't jump off. It falls off every girl.
Oh, there he is. He's back.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He's shaking his head.
So yeah, I want to get that fucking bike.
That was for a lady's boy. Troll.
It took forever.
Yeah.
Maybe it was that other guy who was on here earlier.
I offered to pay somebody before
maybe it was Trump.
early on, but
It may have been for It may have been for Raul.
I
Maybe it was
know.
Trump.
And they were even supposed to write some material, but that didn't work out either.
Like he was going to come up here like it was like spoken word poetry or something.
That wasn't
that would be
Farquaad.
so
It was
fucking cool.
He was
Farquaad, was
standing
it?
in front of the camera.
No, I don't think that was Farquaad.
For sure, we're playing that on loop.
It could have been Raul dancing in his undies.
This is going to be one of those streams that probably gets taken
I
down.
do not use CapCut Blacksmith.
I'm going to bounce
This
off
is a
and look at the
StreamYard.
comment and see what's going on for a minute.
But maybe as an editor, others might use the CapCut. I'm not sure. But others I do know use the CapCut. The KineMaster and I use that video.
Did you all use
I don't know. I use CapCut.
CapCut?
Yeah, I think quite a few people are using the CapCut right now.
Yeah, it's pretty popular.
Yeah.
There's another one, InShot.
It's free too, right? The CapCut is free.
Yeah, I think the other ones are pretty free as well. Like
InShot is the one I use when I edit my
InShot. That was the other one. Yeah, InShot. That was the other big one.
Yeah, I use it when I edit my videos.
Ring Snag was doing that with Raul Counterfeiter. What?
News legal unless it's on CNN.
They're gonna make the evening news illegal on CNN. World order. One world order.
Maybe that was a DEI agent on Trump's part. It was a DEI agent.
I hated that they weren't going to say anything. Poor guy, man. A good video, but I mean, I thought he was, he's so cool if he fucking wrote some material.
Oh.
Nah, he decided to try and be funny.
That whole person was scary, but it started to be funny. It was starting to be funny with the dance thing, but
No, I think he's talking about just YouTube, playing YouTube at all. He shot a video about, just get in front of the camera and try a couple of words. Play it back to yourself and see what you sound like. You're going to sound weird. For sure, that's not me. Kind of cringy.
It'd be like,
hey,
Elmo, you want to be my friend?
And he's a great guy, too. But this guy's fucking already been made.
We got a G up here, O down.
And you think like a girl.
Oh
But
crap!
most burgers weren't selling anymore. The media was bought by the government. George Bush won.
Dick Cheney.
Oh man.
Maybe it was the Joe. Who was it? That Joe Biden, Hillary, not Hillary Clinton's husband, Bill Clinton, dancing there for a moment.
Which
Hey,
punk is it, dude?
whatever makes you sleep at night.
It was Bill Clinton on there. That's what it was.
Stuff is
You let me.
Sneaking around Hillary's back.
What
Again.
am I supposed to do about it, Ken? I can't remove him.
What do you got there?
Privileges. Jared's the one with the host privileges.
Yeah, he's the.
Come on, Roach. Which one am I? Who am I looking for here?
Yeah, I have no clue what it is.
Taking out for going to do this stuff.
He's being punked by someone, I think.
What we were doing that time.
Come here
Y'all booted
and
him? I
start
guess y'all booted him. How can I
singling
feel
about
if y'all
shit
did boot
like
him or something?
some bitches get the out
I want to see
of
what
here,
the
punk.
fuck's going on.
Sure.
I don't know. Unless he's being harassed on his channel now or something, getting private messages.
AK.
Maybe he's got a troll on his site. Hey, Jared,
It's not covered.
pull this up. Pull this up. I have it muted. Local news.
But like I told him, like, I don't want to get me or Rachel in trouble. But I talked to her.
From the White House. Federal aid frozen.
I'm gonna go in the chat.
Dude, federal aid frozen. There you go. There's your source.
Was it?
You're asking me for a source. There you go. It's right there in front of you.
Look hard.
Fucking shit.
Frozen, but we don't have any kind of. What is there like a time frame for how long it's going to be frozen that's announced?
No.
No, I didn't see anything.
God damn it. Motherfucker barely read.
Darn
That's
phone.
right. You're a freaking bad reader. Son made him, I can't read.
They were fine with it. But somebody went on running out.
I know, I love you hanging out with me, but yeah, you have to be so quiet right now.
Some of that money is for federal schools. So if
With
it's
the
not our
garage
fault,
door,
we have
the
illiterate
big
students that
shop.
can't read anymore.
With her at all.
Well, yeah,
But
it
if-
is because somebody had to vote the guy in there.
I know, dude.
So
I know
if
that's a problem.
if they freeze the money,
How is it nobody's? How is it not our fault if so many people voted him in there?
it's Congress.
I didn't.
How you doing, Jared?
I'm doing fine. I've lost a little control of the old chat tonight, so I hope others, and I don't fucking know who they were talking about, and I got no control over it apparently.
Yeah, there was some heated arguments with a couple of people.
Yeah, so I see they're gone now. Like somebody booted them, so I guess that's what happened.
I think he was booted.
I'm wondering if I could make one close to this. Close
What
to
is
this.
it? Is that a helmet?
Okay, everybody cover your eyes.
It's a camper. It's a camper.
Come on. Okay.
Must be a joke or something.
I think so. So.
Hey, Raul.
This guy's something else.
Who's this?
I think it's supposed to be Joe Biden.
We got the double gun.
Do you dance for your boyfriend too?
Take a zip
My
tie
husband, right?
and then get a whole bunch of them. Get all the cables, just zip tie them together, and then just try and like run Like I run the clutch cable down the down tube, and then I run the throttle cable under the tank, and then over along like up against the top tube, and oh god, and yeah, front mask. We got a bunch of comedians here.
Don't forget I did this.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're doing.
I know, dude, but it's good fun. We got former President Stumbling Joe, and we got a brand new reelected Stumpster, and we got it going on.
You find it.
Yeah, it's either.
Oh, it's just crazy. I know, it's just crazy. They're kind of online, man.
It's too hot to wear that thing.
That's what I said of Blacksmith Park. I would have prayed that somebody would have wrote a little material and came on here and said a good couple of lines. Because they just crazy anyway.
Well, if I had the YMCA song or Kid Rock or something, I could play the background, and just.
I know. I'm terribly sorry about that. I really wish I could accommodate that. Raul has a particular jam or two he likes to perform to as well.
But they would have a fit, and
he's a performance artist.
Country right down into the sewer.
Hey, Raul, was that you dancing in your panties?
What, Schmidt? What?
Come on, admit it.
No, that wasn't me. That was the meth head.
Tan can't text you right now, dude. He's very quick at using the old keyboard and keys.
I wasn't sure if I had any. What?
I wasn't for sure if Ken or he was any.
When I get a chance,
I was meant.
Strip the cables down to like
former presidential assassin.
So with your clutch cable, put your clutch cable down a bunch. Not the housing. Cut the housing down. You need to take the shielding off, shielding housing, whatever you want to call it. You need to take the shielding off the cable, and then cut the housing down to be the perfect length or whatever, and then put it back on the bike and run it down your down tube. You want to run it down your down tube, and then run it up to your
gas, Joe Biden.
Run it up to your motor, and then you want to cut it there. You want to cut it where it's at that perfect length. Zip tie it around your down tube. Zip tie it around your motor. You can do it around your motor mount stud. There's enough room between the frame usually there, and then perfect. Oh, I found this beautiful photo of our great Supreme Leader.
Okay, let me get this up. I know.
Oh,
God. Oh wow!
there you
go.
Wow. That image.
It's our great Supreme Leader, isn't it?
Oh man!
He's on his way.
He's on its way.
You're gonna get a bunch of hate mail, Brett.
Yeah, don't post it to Facebook.
He's like, what?
The truth hurts.
I know, Mike. This was the kind of eventful night with more than ever. Normally, it's a lot quieter than this.
All right.
Although he might have lost something he believes, and that made him emotional. I hope he didn't lose anything now. Is that good or bad?
Who lost what, huh?
Funding. You said
me? Yeah, dude, I lost the.
You might have.
Yeah.
You're probably a special case because you're a good guy.
We'll see how it goes. I don't know.
You're probably a special case. You're a great guy, and you're worth investing in.
Yeah, but does the government look at me like that?
Yes,
Probably
they absolutely do.
Nah, there's no way.
Raul wants to learn about the camel toe.
They're a lot poor people that are a lot smarter than me. So as far as IQ wise, I don't think I'm anywhere near being.
No, I think you'll be fine. I really do.
You'll be fine.
We'll see. We'll see how it works
If
out.
not,
I
then
don't have as
blame
I don't have as
Raul.
much faith as you guys do.
He hasn't removed the student loan debt yet.
See, Nick Cashman.
I'm not-
I'm
okay, the
always
thing
trying
is-
to be,
the thing is
peacemaker,
that-
man, in good faith, man, in good faith.
The thing is, I'm not in debt. I don't have a loan. I use the FAFSA money, the federal aid money,
Yeah.
dude. That's how I pay for my school. I can't
Yeah,
pay for my
so
school
we get you
any
through
other
there,
way.
dude, and we get you on the other side, and hopefully you have a better life.
Thank you, Skip. Yes.
Yeah.
Nick, we live in
I'm
the best
dedicated.
country.
Cover the rock.
You work hard because it's good to start a business. You will succeed.
Work hard, become good, start a business, you'll succeed. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that if you don't have.
Good
an
evening, Motorized
education.
Outlaws.
It's kind of hard to start a business in this country nowadays.
Well, right now,
basically, huh?
how about
Jared-
build a firm and-
Jared, check out my new video I just posted.
You see the guy
Outlaw,
that built.
Jared Outlaw posted a new video. I want you to pull it up.
Government supports me. Well, the government's going to stop supporting you probably because, yeah. Okay, all right, I need to shut up about all that. I feel like I'm a broken record, basically, talking about it.
I think.
Yeah, we'll give it up.
We only have these two right here.
Oh, dude, I
Go
love that.
Cloud.
Do you hear the people in there? Turn around. That guy's like, no, man, I ain't turning shit around.
Turn around, man. He doesn't have to Supreme Court. He doesn't have to.
Don't a joint arms. Don't drop the soap in the shower home.
Perfect tension on the chain. There's that.
Is that a?
Oh, I like that chain guard. You see the little chain guard on there? That was slick, wasn't it?
Is that a?
I bet that's something from BMX, isn't it?
Wait, how did he get that chain tensioner on there?
Tension on the chain.
Are you going to get back? Look at the
Gemini
chain guard
wheel.
right here.
That's a Gemini wheel, though, isn't it? No,
I
on the
think so, yeah.
on the rear, the rear tensioner.
It restarts here in a second.
Outlaw, how did you do that chain tensioner?
Okay, so isn't that a Gemini wheel? So wouldn't that have a 1/2-inch axle? So wouldn't that be way too big?
I got the new Minarelli.
That's what I.
Okay, that's
You drill it out.
it's a new Minarelli on that video.
I don't think there's enough meat to drill it out. I had one. I actually had one on the Roadmaster before it got stolen.
A new video is uploaded. We're watching it.
A new video? No, we didn't get a new video.
Outlaw uploaded a new video.
I'm going back. We'll go back and we'll see
I
what
was
we
looking
missed
at the
here.
shorts. Look at the actual videos. Maybe he uploaded a new video.
How many of us
There you go,
in
there you
the Capitol would be riding a motorized bike? Well, since I'm the president, everybody would be required to ride a motorized bike in the Capitol.
How many of us in the
But this
class?
motherfucker makes past videos. He's like, I don't want to waste nobody's time.
There, I sure.
Damn.
Intake hose up.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But he gets in close with the fucking lights on, though, at least, motherfucker. Okay, I got a good eye for fucking taking a good video. Holy shit, that back tire fills that hole.
That's what she's. Oops.
Only man in the world. His studio is his bathroom in it and his oyster.
That looks fantastic. That's a great looking build right there.
That's great.
I like the little the intake turned like that. It looks nice.
Your grant money has not been touched. You have nothing to worry about except the garbage they're teaching you. And we'll see how it goes. man.
Oh, I think I'm hearing somebody trying to come in right now.
I gotta close my window. It's finally getting cold.
I'm missing somebody. I'm sorry if I missed y'all.
Should be alright.
Oh shit! What's the, oh,
Man, I thought that was Jared's bike for a minute.
Back tire hitting the frame.
There, we got him. Let's see that one more time.
Oh God, Raul's got a pipe.
Short.
Finally, he's gonna be cool. Some back.
It's a sideways pipe. Oh, yeah.
No, I was gonna go in there in a minute.
You know, I can see you other than
Hello up to my left.
My name is Les, and I'm complaining.
That's cool. That's very cool. It's fantastic. Damo Smolik sells everything that everybody wants every damn time.
That's how he's got that Lamborghini.
That's how he got the Lamborghini. Dude, he fucking sells the shit everybody wants to buy.
Yeah, true enough.
Hey guys, I think when y'all are pissing
thought it
about
was-
somebody, I think y'all have a button there that y'all can time people out. So I
thought-
just want to remind y'all of that.
I thought it was a Lambo he drives.
Yeah, it is a Lambo. That's what we were saying.
Lambo, Lamborghini, you know.
Same exact thing. Lambo's an abbreviation for Lamborghini.
It's just shortcutted.
How much money have you put into your bike build so far? Too much. Most of these people put in way too much. Goodness
Yeah, tell me
gracious.
about it, man. Tell me about it.
I'm going to say, though, it's not hard to find somebody who spent $2,000. I'll say that. It's not hard
It's
to find
very,
somebody who spent
it is
$2,000.
very easy
Yeah,
to
it's
spend
not
$2,000
hard to
on a
spend
bike.
$2,000
Yeah, it's easy to
or
spend $2,000.
These Minarellis are getting popular. Yeah, dude, I guess they are. I think.
Yeah, Ken, I think you need to build that Minarelli for your bike.
What Mineral? Which one? The Venom? The Venom, dude.
The one you're selling for $400.
Oh, dude, I ain't gonna run that. I got a bigger and better one that I'm gonna run when I go to sell this other one.
Raw, what do you think about that Smolik intake?
Oh man, that intake. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Is that a sneaky order?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Was that an invisible order from your dad?
What?
Did you order that without your dad knowing?
Nah, dude, I ordered
Oh,
it
shit.
with my own money.
Oh shit. Oh,
I've been
Ah.
working a little bit.
Raul says, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's a
Hey, Ring
Smolik
Snack.
fan.
Oh boy.
It's like porn, ain't it?
Well, that wasn't. Well, that sure wasn't ring snack dancing, was it?
I pray to God I
just
never
to
see.
get everything else recycled. Hey, Blacksmith Sparks, I'd like to spend nearly nothing. Thank you. I like just the kit, and a lot of other people like a lot of other builds, but yeah, I do like the
Mossy jumped ship and is live now on his.
the kit of it. To add
$2
it to a
intake
bicycle
Smolik
that was
sells for
laying there.
$200. What? What intake did he sell for $200?
That kit with the car stereo on it earlier, dude. Blacksmith Panic.
Shouldn't take for $200. That motherfucker ought to be gold plated.
No, that wasn't my long lost son, but I do have kids, Mr. Ken.
Fucking Smolik one. should
Mr.
be
Traffic.
fucking gold plated for $50.
It was Willard's long lost son. I think
Does
it
he
was
make
his
gold?
son.
Does he make gold-plated parts? Why didn't
No,
nobody tell
no,
him?
he
I
doesn't.
wish.
I
Hey,
still
with
say
For the price.
Hey,
I
with the
still say-
anodizing, you can get pretty damn close to gold.
Yeah, Motorized Outlaw is definitely a next level builder there. I seen OP1 popped in even when he's seen the fancy bike. So
dang, how much younger than how much younger
That
these
is-
teachers are going to be in school? Holy crap!
Small stands.
Didn't notice what he said,
yes,
though.
I don't know.
It's like a 22-year-old lady teaching school.
Order their own aluminum. Use a metal file. You could make one better. Well, it's going to take a while with a file to make
It's
one.
not
small
small
part.
like it's Pachisi.
Ah.
If you want to try and shape one or shape a block of solid aluminum into smallest part, I think you're going to be standing with the file for a while.
I gotta make sure you record that. I want to see that done.
I'm good.
Might
It would
take
be
a couple of years.
like if I got paid.
I got plenty of time to sit back and watch someone file down a block of aluminum.
Oh my God! Did Ken say you could just get the block of aluminum and some
you
$2
can
files?
Get your own aluminum. Well, dude, it would probably be faster just to like whittle it out of like 2 blocks of like 2 small blocks of aluminum, like 1 plate and then one like 1 tube or something, then weld it all around and just. But you'd have to have a TIG welder, so you wouldn't be able to do it with unless you have a TIG welder.
I think intake's probably enough to be brazed. I think it's probably not. I think it would hold up.
Sorry, guys, I came from the largest communist nation on the planet. I know what that shit is, and the words of some here are how that shit grows. I know what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about.
What are you talking about?
What you talking about?
What you talking about,
What
Willis?
you talking about, Willis?
Okay, well, I'm not. I may be out of my mind right now a little bit. The brownies are kicking in, so.
I'm talking about intake. I think it would work even more easier. Aluminum brazing on intake. Yeah, I bet that sticks around easy.
Well, we'll pay $200 for an intake.
I think I'd rather just pay the $47 fucking dollars.
I mean, then we just talk.
Smolik, so they definitely fucking got some nice shit out there.
I mean, I gotta admit, for $50 for their intakes, they got the market pretty much cornered.
47, I used the Trent Bikes code.
Yeah, I use the Trent code all the time. Dude, what is it? What's 5% off?
The coupon code.
Hey, if you use code Trent Bikes at checkout, you'll save 5% on your next order at Smolik Performance.
Yes, definitely. Don't forget
I'm
about
totally
it.
not sponsored. You're welcome, Trent. I just promoted you and Smolik Performance at the same exact time.
Damn, why can't I get my own coupon code? Damn it!
Use code.
I've talking about him every episode.
Bye, guys.
Raoul for
Hey, that-
50% off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but the attempts on this would be at the very worst, you've let it creep into the $300 or $400.
I like Bike Guy's comment. Do the wood intake.
Nowhere near 7.
Use
a wood carving intake. Manifold.
For a really hot area.
Wood chisel.
You know what?
I need to check.
Maybe it would fall off before they burn their motors up. Maybe you should use some low temp brazing. That the whole engine just shuts down before it melts down.
I remember I was riding my mini bike one time and my carb just fell off randomly. I'd never had that happen to me ever before.
Use a P. Try to make it a PVC intake.
Too on a fucking Phantom 85.
3D print an intake and try it out and see if it works. 10.
I'd have to 3D print it out of carbon fiber in order for it to like hold up enough, and I don't really want to waste my money on testing that theory.
Who knows? You might gain some more power.
I mean, it'll probably hold up like if you were to use it on like an Avenger or something that doesn't get that hot. But 212 gets super hot, like in comparison, I think.
Have you started that Minarelli up yet, Aloe?
What's that?
Have you started it up yet?
No, I gotta make up I got that Pro Circuit RM85 Pro Circuit pipe I gotta fit up to it yet.
Okay. Very cool.
He's probably gonna go 100 miles an hour with that when he gets it done.
Nice bike, real nice build.
Oh,
that
I
is Minarelli, right?
guarantee
That, like
6570.
He'll be beating ERT.
That don't take much.
I don't know if all those bikes run anymore. I haven't seen them start up in a while.
Well, that 4-stroke of his always runs. It's just
always ran.
Any of his 2-strokes run. I'd like to see him kickstart one of those in his garage.
Y'all going to VidCon this year? I can't imagine.
What do we look like? Do we look like a bunch of streamers? No.
Is that a thing? How do you go? Where do you go?
None of us are going to VidCon.
I never heard of that.
You've never heard of the con?
I've heard of the con. Yeah.
I think a lot of people have heard of VidCon. It's just a lot of people aren't going because it's not really that big of a thing anymore.
Make sure you stay away from the furries.
Oh my God! And they got furries.
Raul, I don't know what kind of a con you're talking about. But I think we're talking about two completely different cons, man.
Come on, Raul, me and you, dude.
I don't know what
bring
kind
a
of
cigarette with you.
He's going back to that robot thing earlier, Bigfoot.
Right?
Oh, we'll all meet in the furry community.
Yeah, he wants that female Bigfoot.
You want a female Bigfoot? I can hook you up, man.
Oh God.
You can go as Bigfoot if you want.
There's no crossbreeding, Raul.
Hey, when it comes to Raul, it would not be crossbreeding.
You never slept with a Bigfoot, did you, Raul?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I never got nothing from Smart Performance. I think I would give it a try before Bikeberry. I would agree. I've bought a couple things from Smart Performance, and I've never had an issue. Bikeberry,
Well,
I've had
I will
some
admit
quality.
they are, you know-
Bikeberry, I will say I've had quality problems and magneto problems, and
Bikeberry shit's garbage.
it's overpriced.
Oh, that dude.
saying?
The only thing that ain't garbage on their fucking website is their hookworms.
Raul needs to
They're not even made by
quit sharing his invention builds
You'll
to the
vouch
web.
for the tire. You'll vouch for the tires. I like that. What was that? What did you just have on there? Those were some fat ass tires that were on that bike just in.
Hookworms.
Those were the hookworms as well?
Yep. CDH.
26 by 3? 3.5?
It looks like 3-inch.
26 by 2.5.
Okay.
It was just 2.5, huh?
So he's close to the 3-inch tire.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
fat.
they look a lot fucking fatter than 2.5 inch.
They do, don't they, man? They fill that hole up. You're like, damn, that thing's thick.
I never got nothing from Smolik yet.
You've never bought anything from Smolik?
I have.
No, just Joshua guy.
Gotta get some.
Joshua.
Definitely good
Rereading it
quality
twice
shit.
now.
Anything they fucking make is good quality shit.
Caveman. Raul's hiding from his neighbors, I think. He's swiping Wi-Fi again.
He's hiding from that neighbor lady.
I sort of got free internet again. So
Boinking for the boink. Oh, what? I did not say it. I didn't say it. I caught myself.
I get free internet because I steal it from the neighbors.
You can get free government internet. I mean, I don't know how to do it, but I pay for mine.
I think there's an ad for it.
What, they give you so many data bytes or something? I'm not sure how it works. But I don't know, with the money frozen by the government, you know, they might not have internet for a while. They might run out of funding for it.
Uh-oh. Damn, Eric, I just seen you come in. A good evening, Eric Tennant.
Anybody brings L.A. Hoover in here, that would be interesting. No, we talk about him. L.A. Hoover.
Dude, LA's been out of the game for so long, he's not going to want to get back into it.
He found other things to do.
Cool.
He hasn't posted anything in a while either.
He posted something like 2 months ago, but
it was a scooter. He bought a scooter and was riding around for his daughter or something, he says.
No, he's riding him.
Well, it's like a 20%. That sounds like, you know, not quite 20, like 18% savings in weight.
Eric. Oh, that was short.
Dude, I saw Open Mind Entertainment stuff. It's pretty cool. That gauge that he's got is kind of cool. Temp gauge and the volt
Start
gauge.
battery building soon.
Oh, the temp gauge and the volt
Myself.
gauge on the dash?
Yeah.
yeah, where do you get one of those?
Amazon. You just have to find the right one.
Ken used to start pitch selling for Bikeberry.
Hey, Tam boy,
Sales for Bikeberry if they sponsor.
get me the parts and I'll reimburse. I'll
BBR billet
reimburse
case. BBR billet case. $1 million idea right there. BBR billet case, $100. There you go.
No, Tam boy, don't.
Where?
You're gonna steal
Where?
the idea. Trying
Where?
to steal the idea.
Where?
No.
What about
I mean,
BBF?
like like if they, like, it's a good idea.
Haven't seen Bill Break Fix in a while. I don't know. He popped in here some months ago and then never popped back up again.
Bill Break Fix might have got stolen by the Russians.
He may have been abducted by the Russians for his ingenious builds.
All right, I'm out of here. I gotta go eat some dinner or something. I'm
sorry.
Yeah, I might be back. I might not. I don't know. I got a chem thing due tomorrow.
Oh no, he's gonna get on the phone with his girlfriend.
Nah, dude, I don't even have time for that.
What?
Eric,
Come
I've
on.
been checking on some other channels, and yeah, whatever. I'm gonna have to get some two-wheel experience under my belt. I ain't gonna lie.
Build a break fix. The man, though.
Do some.
I haven't.
Wheeling.
I don't know. I haven't two-wheel trailered anything. I'm not a two-wheel trailer guy. I've never two-wheel trailered goddamn anything.
Neither have I. I never put a trailer together.
Take a trailer on my Piaggio.
I've used a one-wheel trailer, and man, it tracks right behind you until the damn thing is overloaded.
Wasn't that LA?
I bet the
Hubba that did
two-wheel
that
trailer
wheelie
deals with
video and
Yeah, on a Cranbrook, and he landed on his butt.
yeah,
jacked
he
up.
ate shit. That was
He messed
funny
up
as
his
hell.
wrist. He was using a Phantom V2 motor and showing off.
Yeah, that was funnier than hell.
I was waiting for him to start crying.
Right.
All right, I'm out of here, guys. See ya.
You
Yes,
got to
sir.
admit that was humiliating to him showing that video. I mean,
Right.
But,
I'm still waiting for Jared to try to do a wheelie with his bike with that 44.2 sprocket.
Have a good evening, Blacksmith Sparks.
You should be able to pull
Have a great
wheelies
day
like a
tomorrow.
motherfucker with that 44.
I know he's light and Jared's light enough to do wheelies.
Thank you.
That's the next thing we want to see, Jared. Some wheelie videos.
Oh,
Avenger 85.
y'all are getting somebody's gonna do a wheelie this year? No, this is not. It's not happening. Is it?
Let's see Raul pull some wheelies.
That depends.
Okay.
We have all Raul's parts. That's
There
good.
is actually a girl right now working on it. So maybe some girl's gonna give us a motorized American Willie this year. But,
Well, would you just say a wheelie? American Girl wheelie?
any American motorized bicycle Willie, because every other country
Oh,
out there
riding
is
a wheelie.
wheeling
Could you
their asses
specify
off.
that?
We're the only goddamn country without a fucking
That's what
Willie
I thought
video.
he said. too,
Jared,
was
you need to
Willie.
specify that because the way it sounded, it didn't sound right. You sound like a
Right.
girl was going to give us a ride with the wheelie.
Videos. E-bike guys got Willie videos.
It sounds like they're
Motorized
dying.
bike
It's
girl
sad,
with a wheelie.
it's
What the fuck?
sad. Don't even
But
lie.
Jared, that's not what it sounded like you said. It sounded like you said a girl was going to ride us a wheelie.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, Eunice, that girl with the motorized bike. Yeah, she's working on it. She's got the front wheel off the ground. That's further than most.
Woo! Woo!
She's
Hello!
also got first gear. And that's
Ride us a wheelie. Ride us a wheelie.
Ew.
What the heck?
cross-country common folks. I know it, but still,
It's Trump.
Really,
It's Trump.
He's up, man. I do. I just wanted to see a couple of them.
Why do I hear a girl's voice in the background?
Oh, here's Pipe. Here we go.
Raul is playing with his pipe.
Yeah, we finally got something shiny out.
Oh, yeah.
Where did we get the pipe from? It's in Miami, right?
Miami.
Night, Josh.
Hey, I wonder if I could smoke weed out of this.
Oh, you could, dude.
Try
You could. Let's get. Oh, let me get you some in there.
Jumping up.
I just pointed back at you to make it easy to light. It's perfect, dude. I would just save it for that, man. I would just use it for that all the time.
Make a water bong of it.
You could probably get some a little. Well, it's gonna be tough. It's
Stainless steel.
It's not
pour some water
stainless
down
steel.
there, and
Those were not stainless steels, were they?
It's stainless steel. This one.
Keep stroking that little pipe. I'll show you a real pipe that you can.
Oh my God! He's going to get the FMF fatty out.
No, Pro Circuit.
Pro Circuit. That's right. That's right.
RM85 Pro Circuit.
Yeah, and it was a fat ass bastard too.
Oh yeah. We like them on the big side.
Oh, you do like the live streaming from the.
That's a
that's
pretty
his
decent
office,
plate.
Doc Holliday. This is the Raul's office.
What did you say, Raul?
Oh God, Doc Holliday's in here.
Yes, he is. Good evening, Doc Holliday. Someone.
Hey, Doc Holliday, don't you go sniffing.
I know. I heard all that coughing. They need to get that baby in water. Whoop. Okay.
The only thing I don't like about them MZ style pipes is the fucking brace always snaps off.
Oh no, this is stainless. This is stainless steel. This ain't that cheap.
So, what spacing is it on the amount?
What, on the flange?
Yeah.
It comes damn well close to the Avenger, but I'm gonna be cutting this flange off and putting the Avenger flange on here.
Because that one just doesn't make it, does it? Raul, what if you cut out both ears on both sides? So now it was just two U's. Would it?
I think you could just cut out one of them ears.
I think maybe even
side.
just one, but maybe you could just cut out both of them to center it up more.
Well, that'd work too, yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know though if we're going to cut it off anyways. Are you sure it won't fit if you cut both ends?
Well, if it don't fit, I'll just cut the flange off and shove this pipe inside the stock Avenger pipe and then weld it all up. I got a bunch of welding
What I'm saying
sticks.
is worth checking that first before you cut it off just to see if it would work.
I think I have a pipe that will match up to that flange. Hold on. I gotta go get. I
This
gotta
came
go
from
get it.
Coco. Somebody
That
get the
Avenger
coffin
fucking-
baby some cocoa.
That fucking Avenger flange and header should slide right in that.
Yeah, that's what he's hoping. Yeah, that is what he's hoping on. But I think it might just fit on there by just cutting an ear off, like you were saying, or maybe
Right.
two ears.
Because I know a GY6 exhaust gasket works on a Avenger 85. But I know on a Menace, you got to trim one of the sides off.
Well, what was that EMZ Miami pipe made for? It was made for one of the little 40s or something?
Yeah, I think so. I believe so.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get it to work for the Avenger. All right, hold on. Coming back in. Oh. And I told you that Groovy stole my design, which I will show here right now.
You did tell us that.
Why
Read your
would
mind,
he
stole your
steal from
design.
you?
Screw-on muffler, but it's the stock Chinese muffler. Mine has the Phantom 85 muffler on my Avenger build. And then you got the little flange.
All them sons of bitches.
And this is the
And it
Avenger
goes
flange?
on. It goes on like this.
Well, which intake, I mean, exhaust is that?
It's a standard two-stroke muffler for the Avenger 85 pipe.
Oh,
Hey, Raul, you're just sharing with China what you're building again.
No, they
No,
already
they stole this design from me.
Well, yeah, but now you're showing off your new design, so they're gonna steal it again.
Anyway, hold on. Here's what the flange looks like. Big Bayou gasket.
He's advertising. China's right now watching everything you're showing off, and they're gonna patent that, and then you're gonna be whining again.
It
Then it's gonna be like a $300 pipe on
It just
however
barely fits on
small
there,
its
but
page.
if you look, the screw holes don't match up.
Hold
Gasket, same thing.
But the gasket, look, gasket lines right up.
Well, you know what? Yeah, it doesn't match the hole size though. The gasket doesn't.
Yeah,
It's like
it's a
bigger.
pretty restricted pipe. Wow, that's
No,
more
it's not.
restricted than I would have thought it would have been.
You need to port match that thing.
No, that was too much. It's not everything. It doesn't need
Yeah, I'm just gonna bore this out a little bit, shove this pipe into the bigger pipe.
Well, that would be port matching. You got to listen. Port matching is what you're doing.
I know somebody
Anyway.
taking the big ass bong rips in the background.
Let's see. Does it match up?
I will do one too.
All right, guys, I'm going to bed. I got to get up at 9 in the morning.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Okay, good night,
Oh,
sir. You have a great evening. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, I got a doctor's appointment.
Yes, sir. Good luck.
Peace, everybody.
All I gotta do is cut this off and fucking re-weld it.
Attention, China. Look
Yeah,
what
man,
Raul's
too.
doing.
You
Here's
guys
a
have a
new
good
exhaust
night.
pipe. Yep. Here's a new exhaust pipe, China, from Raul.
See you later, Jared. Well, good night, sir. You have a great evening. Yep.
Who's dying in the background? Sounds like somebody dying in the background. Yeah. So, Jared, what's going on?
Not much, but yeah, you gotta look cooler and calmer there.
Hey, Jared, you want one of these pipes?
I do want that pipe right now, dude. Stop it. I want that goddamn pipe. You know I do.
See, look, it unscrews.
I would like to hear what the damn Avenger sounds like with that stupid little muffler on there. Because right now it's annoying, man. It's just a straight pipe. What they sent you is a fucking straight pipe. It's just, god damn, that's just.
Yeah, a straight pipe with an imitation muffler.
Although that is a huge restrictor, I would assume that would take most of the power out of it, though. It would be highly restricted at that point.
Nah, it just sounds like you have a silencer on it, I think.
I'm thinking it's going to be mostly restricted. It's going to have a little breathing problem.
Little breathing problem.
We're going to have a little bit of a breathing problem.
I do believe Johnny's motorized.
You remember
bikes
when everybody was wearing those masks? I think it's going to be a
Yeah.
lot like when everybody was wearing those masks.
Right.
Johnny's motorized bikes. I think he had a tutorial for taking one of these pipes apart and taking the inner pipe piece
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
and then drilling extra holes into the thing and then putting the pipe back together.
I did watch that little tutorial.
And he said
tutorials.
he said he didn't have a welder to weld the pipe back together. You know,
No,
the
he didn't
little-
get the
where he
slip
cut the
bit.
welding. But it did sound louder after he drilled the holes, though.
Fucking Kurt.
Oh.
Joking.
Oh shit!
Now we know when they're smoking. He finally stopped and he went in and took it.
He hit that shit too hard.
He hit that shit way too hard. He ripped the blinker.
Yep. Them blinkers will fucking get you in the, bite you in the ass.
God dang it.
So what performance was that just now?
Say what?
I said, how much performance was that just now?
That was 110 cc. God damn.
Jerry told you to take the muffler cap off. On what? On the Avenger, there's a muffler cap. Stainless, Charboy, and the muffler do not pack it in.
I don't think it would make any difference.
No, well, yeah, it's just a straight pipe. Mine's just a big
or not with a fucking end cap off. They're just loud as fuck either way. That and they just don't perform worth a shit.
Yeah, they did make a muffler. Even the little China girl muffler was an actual muffler. I believe the Phantom gave you an actual muffler. That their big oversized thing was still an actual muffler.
Hey, I wonder if China's going to steal this design.
I wouldn't doubt
it. Hey, China, look. Now it's got a little muffler. It's got a little muffler on the end.
It's got a little muffler like they're little dinks.
Hey, China, you gonna steal this idea too?
Fuck you, China, if you're listening.
Expansion channel.
They're listening. They're listening.
They're always listening.
Yes.
Well, here, listen to this.
Oh God, here we go. He's gonna hit it again.
I know it. He can barely breathe. And he's gonna go at it again because he's a trooper.
Make sure you don't cough out a lung, no.
As Jared starts coughing.
My shit's strong too, dude. I was talking about.
What is that? That OG Kush I be hearing about?
OG Kush.
Yeah, OG Kush.
That's good shit.
I believe only we think of it as an intellectual property. I don't think the rest of the world sees Americans' intellectual property as, theirs.
Yeah, isn't the short version of that word IP? Intellectual property, IP.
Yes.
Yep.
So they're not necessarily stealing it. It's all I'm getting at. They don't even see it that way, I'm sure.
They're just borrowing it.
They just take it. They just take that shit.
Kind of like.
But I will say this. My straight pipe for my Avenger Majin Menace spike, okay, it sounds a lot better with that Phantom 85 muffler on the end of the straight pipe.
Yeah, because that's a real muffler.
Yeah, you heard it, Jared. Sounds like a loud ass weed whacker.
That's probably the most least restrictive silencer you could put on there with that Phantom pipe.
Because the other one's just a straight hole.
Straight hole.
Yeah, for the Avenger. And it screws on with 3 bolts.
I really liked the Phantom exhaust. That was part of the coolness of that kit. That curved pipe. You're like, man, that's cool as shit.
It comes out like.
Hey, they make good headers and good flanges though for other things.
Yeah.
I use that exhaust after modifying it and use it for a silencer on expansion chambers. It works pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do with my silencer too.
It definitely quieted me down a whole lot.
I see people take it. They use a little Dremel tool. They bore out the hole where that little China exhaust is, and then they smack it onto their pipe.
Yeah, I weld, so I cut mine up, modified it quite a bit, but I really do think it works, and it's about the right size for a silencer, and it's with the kit already. Might as well roll with it.
Yeah, free parts. Might as well use it. Because you already bought like the stock pipe, and then you bought the expansion chamber. You know, why not weld up a pipe and a silencer?
Yeah. It worked pretty good. It took
Yeah,
all
it quiets the motor down quite a bit.
Yeah. I wrapped mine with insulation, just like a piece out of the wall or whatever. And
nice.
Yeah, tried to open up the flow a whole lot. I opened the can and stuff up on it, and I got it fixed.
Most people call it the leg burner 9000 pipe and shit.
But it's not as complicated as you would hope.
Leonard's got battle scars to prove it. He's missing
The
like a chunk of
complication
his
is
leg,
refined.
and his leg healed back, and then he's got like a gnarly ass scar on his leg.
Let's see.
That pipe had to be like 9,000 degrees or some shit for it to melt human flesh and shit.
Although the accumulation of physical material in any one location, this is always a problem.
That's why people buy heat wrap for the muffler, or piping wrap, or whatever the hell you call it, and a heat shield.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Challenge.
What, you're interested in burning your leg too?
No, I burnt my leg. Bikes and these fucking things and whatnot.
You're just like
I always
fucking-
ended up getting my leg. I'd pull over to
You're
pump gas and I'd
similar.
forget, and I'd always put my leg right up against my Goldwing or my street bikes and stuff and fry them.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah. You remember real quick.
Oh
why
shit,
the
elbow
phone's
drop.
off.
I didn't even notice that. Drunk
Skip
typing.
says North
Don't worry about it,
Central
brother.
Island hot dog challenge this month. Hey Skip, jump up here and be the news guy. Shit. You're supposed to be Jared's news guy.
He's on hiatus right now. It's been a long. He's got a well-earned vacation.
Ah, damn. Did they not give Skip his news check this month?
Not this month. Not till 2026, apparently.
Ah, man.
Yes, he's been furloughed. I think they call that furloughed.
Yeah.
And what else was there? Bikes. Anything else? Bikes.
I know one thing. I helped out Open Mind Entertainment because he couldn't get his bike started. Right away, I diagnosed the problem. As soon as he took that magneto cover off.
Yeah, you got him to tighten the nut.
Yeah, he tightened the fucking nut and the bike
When?
fired right up.
When?
A couple minutes. What was it? A couple lives ago.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
What'd he do? Have
At
a
first
loose
I thought-
flywheel nut?
Yeah, what they have bad quality control in China, so
Yeah, I
not every
get that.
engine's gonna get checked. So
Yeah.
some parts might be loose during assembly.
Yeah.
Here, I thought the Woodruff key got chewed the fuck out once that
I
nut
thought that
came
was
loose.
just common sense where everybody checked that shit before they even tried to fire them old Chinese.
I agree on that. Yeah.
Well, he fired the motor, but I guess the vibration from the motor made the bolt come loose.
It's called
No, that
five
was the
engine
problem,
with a
wasn't
fucking
it?
balanced crank.
Dude, you should have heard Leonard screaming at him. Oh, it was just me
Oh, I
and
missed
Leonard.
Leonard screaming at him. God damn it.
Tighten the
How hard-
goddamn nut! What the fuck are you waiting on? What is your fucking problem? Jared, this guy is
Yeah, he takes shit above and beyond.
Oh, he was flipping the fuck out.
I
Having one
can
of his
only
fucking
handle
little
so much of that
meltdowns.
fucking clown.
I can't believe I missed Leonard going the fuck off.
Anybody that has taken
Variety of
orders to go
characters.
bicycle
Come on
throw
now,
something
don't
mentally
lie.
wrong upstairs.
Open Mind Entertainment. Never did attract him over here. I tried to talk to him a few times. I don't think I ever got a response back from him, but whatever.
Hey, have you guys seen the video of the guy that'll build like rockets onto everything? And he ended up
I
doing
have
a
an
bicycle.
older gentleman, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I've seen
we
it.
talk about going fast on bicycles all the time. And what did that dude end up doing for speed? I don't remember.
I don't know. They put a rocket on it.
Everybody
So.
was
So
using that
faster
bottle of
than normal,
Nos
that's for sure.
or
Yeah,
a
he was
whipped
crazy.
cream can or whatever the hell it was called. Right,
Yeah,
Jared? Everybody was using that whipped cream can for nitrous.
It
or
wasn't
whatever
the
hell it
video,
was.
but he's talking about the pulse jet engines.
Yeah, like a pulse jet. He had an auto cycle, dude. He was crazy. It was glowing red. You know what I mean? Like he put a jet motor
Yes,
on
a
anything.
lot. Yeah, Rocket Man. Yes, it was
Rocket
crazy.
Man.
Propane powered rockets.
Right on.
Oh God. You
So
know, I
that's
do believe
it.
some dude. I do believe some dude made a rocket. What was it? Pedal bike or some shit.
Yeah, I know that a variety of people have done it. I know the one this guy he's talking about right now, but yes, a variety.
He's
Put
got a
that
long white beard. He put this big fucking jet
That's
engine.
the same fellow
fucking
we're
thing.
talking about.
He had that thing fucking glowing red, and he was doing like, what the fuck was it? Like,
I
almost
think he's
100
been
miles an
over
hour
90
or some shit.
90 miles an hour. So yeah,
90 mile an
That
hour.
shit was fucking flying.
God.
pretty scary. I can't deny.
I
He was
used
like
to go up
Batman.
and like Batman, right on. I seen these guys build hang gliders one time up on the. They drive them in the back of their truck, and they build them up on the hill where they jump off the rock at and catch thermals
Yeah.
over top the Ohio River. And they get to fooling with
They
us
go,
and tell us that they never done it before, or that they weren't. They'd be like, here, and they'd try to get you involved with helping them. And the whole time I'm like, man, I hope they don't jump off here and things go wrong. You know what I mean? But I'd be there and be curious watching them
shit.
do it. Well, that's crazy
you
though.
what-
that-
You'd be the liability dude if something goes wrong, though.
What? And they were, like I said, we were just up there like clearing woods or whatever, clearing the lookout off, and would be up there on a certain day. And that's on good weather days, they would fly them all around as RC planes and those paragliders and all that crap. But it was a place called Hanging Rock in Ironton, Ohio. And like I said, man, it'd be crazy though. They'd just go up to the edge of the rock and wait on the wind to blow just right and jump right off. I'm like, God dang, that's crazy. You know what I mean? I on a bicycle is crazy enough. I couldn't imagine that. So
somebody already
you know,
did the rotary engine type thingy. This what the hell was it? This dude in India, or I
Yeah.
think Africa.
Josh, you got
he
it.
built this.
Right.
He built this
I think you
truck
got
or
it
this
called
car
Raccoon Eyes.
that was built with a rotary type engine,
yeah.
and it was steam powered.
Mm,
He was using it for farm equipment.
steam power is pretty cool.
It is big and heavy though. For a tractor
Yeah,
type of
yeah,
situation,
for
it
sure.
works out. It starts.
Oh yeah,
By the time he gets to train, it really works well.
yeah. They had them hooked up
The
in
thing sounded
early
like
industry.
a train.
They would
It was
they
like-
would run belts all the way across the factory floor hooked up to a steam engine.
Yes, you know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I
They
mean?
have a cool sound. You'd always see the guys running around with an oil can keeping them running. I always thought that's cool. And a lot of brass. Pretty neat
A
stuff.
lot of grease, a lot of oil.
Yeah.
Like one of them oil cans, like
I actually done a steam. I took it was a weed eater motor, so it's a 2-stroke motor, and I took the spark plug out of it and put a compression fitting like you'd hook to an airline, and basically steam power, but I use compressed air, and I put a valve on it, and the valve would just go. It was an air valve, and it would get tapped off of a little spot on the flywheel that I made, and it would set it off just in rhythm, and turned it into basically a steam engine. But to run steam through it, I don't think so, because it'd end up locking up real fast. Them guys got to be on it with the oil, and oil steam is a different than regular oil. The stuff they would use, they'd use grease and stuff. You know, I seen my papaw fix a tractor in the field one time with a piece of belt, and literally took a leather belt and carved out a main bearing or a rod bearing actually, and put it up in the
Nice.
tractor and run it. You know what I mean? That they didn't care.
Traffic, I think the problem with the turbo is they don't actually practically build one small enough for any vehicles under like 400 or 500 cc's.
yeah, but Bill Break Fix took that turbo and made it work for the Ford.
But he
Group.
didn't make it work. He made it spin up. But it couldn't build boost. It's too big.
What's I
for
think
the
that
volume.
rotary motor you was talking about was called a Wankel. I remember the first time I worked on
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah,
I
it
was like,
looked like
what
a
the fuck?
big. It looked like a big circle, and it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More of a triangle usually. I
Yeah.
don't know. I remember my papa told me, well, there's 2-stroke and there's 4-stroke, and then out of nowhere come an RX-7 Wankel, and I'm like, what the hell is that? He said early in the years it was used in aviation a lot for the power to weight ratio and stuff.
Yeah. And then a
Apex
lot of
is-
that oil is recaptured, Skip, through oil separators throughout the steam.
Well, they had
Hey,
total
Jared,
waste. I think
you
they
ever
called
see
it
that
total
video
waste
where that?
oil.
You ever see that video where that dude repaired that giant like truck wheel? It looked like a monster truck wheel.
Okay, I
And it
have
looked
seen something like this.
It looked like they were in India or some foreign country. The dude
Okay,
sticks
yes,
the
sir.
wheel back together, and then he patched it, and then
Flings it up on there.
the tire looked good after he cooked the inside and the outside of it with the welding patch kit and stuff.
Like repaired the tire on it.
Yep.
Yeah, they
Them
do some
people don't
crazy
waste.
stuff.
Yeah, it was in Pakistan.
Yeah.
So what about
They
it?
knock
Just an
those big
idea.
trucks together too, like crazy. They'll do all kinds
Yeah.
of shit.
They don't got the money to buy new fucking tires, so they get more miles out of the old ones
Yeah,
by
make
rebuilding
them work till they won't work. Hell, and then turn them
Yeah.
into something else. They'll make
And then
sand.
turn them into something else.
Right.
I've
they
just seen
sell
a big
them to-
combine, and the guy was walking up to it. It was a loader, and each wheel was $64,000.
Golly.
Damn.
The wheels looked to be 12 or 14 feet tall. They were stupid.
That's
But
that's
they
the
were-
ones they run forever and ever, and then they turn them into rag joints and sell them to us even after. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? I don't, I'm expecting you get a lot, out of that. I don't think
why
they
every
get flats. I don't think. I mean, you don't. I think if it does get a flat, and you fix that on, when they cost that much, you're forced to.
That's why every engine kit we buy, we get that stupid little rag joint in the kit. That's
Yeah.
the
It came off the
leftover.
road
That's the
of their
leftover tire
tires.
material.
That's when you just can't fix it no more, right?
Them's high-speed tires.
Oh yeah, that's what. Talking about different engines and some of the crazy stuff they do. I seen this one unit. I think they call it a power driver, and they would drive these big rods and stuff into the ground with them. Maybe they were banging wells for oil. I'm not sure what they was doing, but a guy would literally stand there, and the cylinder would go flying up in the air, and he'd hurry up and take some fuel and squirt into it, and then it would come down and compress and slam on it, and like diesel it, and knock it down in the
What
ground
the
a little
hell?
bit harder. Yeah, it was like huge too, man. It was absolutely huge. I was like, what is this guy doing?
I know the machine. It's common around here, knocking pilings in the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was crazy though. Like a stick of dynamite went off every time he'd squirt some shit in. it,
apparently, that is just diesel under the diesel principle. If there's enough compression, it will light.
Yeah, it definitely goes off.
Yeah, it smashes itself. That weighted thing slides
Yeah.
down, and it smashes, bam, and
yeah.
And that's what lifted it up so it can come down again.
I do believe someone tried to use diesel fuel in one of these two-stroke motors.
How'd that work out?
The engine smokes. A bunch of
Did-
smoke comes out the pipe.
Did he get it to run at all, or
the
what?
motor all warmed up, I would imagine.
He got it to run. It's just that you drive down the street and there's like a trail of smoke following you.
I don't know that it would be run easily, though. I don't know.
Kind of like how the diesel trucks are run.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know when they drive by and they do the thing for the and
Jake
a bunch
break
of
it.
smoke comes out. Yeah.
Yeah. They got signs around my town that says no retarded braking. I've been dying to get one of them, but I don't. I hear them. Man, I live next to a few highways like I-75, and it's traffic all night through. Every hour of the night, you hear something coming, and then big trucks never stop, and they got tarps on them. And God, you go outside and you could hear the highway from 5 miles away from it. Never stop. Some of them's pretty cool, man. them big old Kenworths and shit. Some of the older ones pretty neat. I know where I worked for Jeep, I was up there working, and the Jeep trucks would come from Detroit down and pick up stuff from our factory. So we was like a little satellite factory, and it was like just in time orders, like a Walmart or something. And they would call for the colors and the parts and everything. We put them on a truck. So that was constant. Just they had big screens everywhere. You had to meet the time limits. And it was just all kinds of crazy. But they switched every one of their diesel trucks over to propane. And I noticed that my first day I went in and heard them. I heard the trucks at the dock. I was like, well, that sounds different. And I looked, and it was running on propane now and been converted. And I think it's been probably 6 months ago, they decided to convert them all back. And then they come back in and was running on diesel again. And I was like, well, what? That must not have worked out very well.
Fully
Not
built
sure what was up with
semi
that.
trucks are fucking sexy.
Yeah, how did they go about hooking up one of them propane or converter things to a diesel truck? I see them do.
Actually, they had to say
city
it was the
buses
exact
and
same
shit.
truck.
Ran off earlier by somebody. I don't.
It must not be too hard to do, because all it amounted to was a fancy new tank in the back that the LP would go in. You know what I mean? It was a little bit, I guess, thicker or safer than maybe the regular one. That's all you really notice is a gas tank that was extra on them and a sticker.
Oh, wow.
The sound, though, you definitely noticed. They said, when I talked to the truck drivers themselves, they told me that they don't have the balls that diesel does. But I don't think that's what drove them to change to it or change back. It was just something that they were trying, I guess. I'm not really sure.
They love the smell of diesel.
I know I like
They
the
don't
smell of
like. They
nitro.
don't like that. They don't like the gas smell. They like the good old diesel smell.
Yeah. You know, it might have been part of something to do with it now that you say that, actually. The truck stops. I mean, I'm really not sure how many truck stops have it fixed up where you can get propane. So that might have been hard for them to do.
That's
I don't
probably
know.
why they stopped trying to convert the trucks and leave everything diesel.
I know. I think it's still being mixed up out there. And there's no doubt that propane's still being mixed into the mix. No, you know.
I seen another thing too that talked about electric semis and why in the world we're not doing that. And I was like, well, I don't know. I don't think that's if you ask me, I don't know how many charges you'd need to get across the country, but in a big truck, I don't think it takes more than like.
It's
two
not
up in the middle.
practical. It just isn't.
Yeah, I don't
I can
think so.
tell you how
either.
many. I can tell you how many miles one of them electric towing trucks or hauling trucks will get.
How many?
Probably about 5-10 miles before you have to charge the battery back up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why would you even do that? You know what I mean?
If they did it, it would have to carry like 1/3 or more of its load would be just battery to carry the rest of itself and the cargo down the road.
Well,
and
imagine
only
the
a
weight.
300-mile scenario where even
But if
that,
they
like,
could make-
semi trucks have a range way beyond that, dude. Way beyond 300 miles.
Yeah. Just imagine the weight of them batteries and stuff too. That'd be insane if one caught on fire.
Yeah,
It
plus
is.
you're carrying a huge ass fucking truckload, and
Apparently,
the
that
truck's
Cybertruck weighs 8,000 pounds.
Wow.
damn.
So, but so does the Tesla, though. The Tesla car is extra fucking heavy.
Yeah.
Compared to a Honda Accord of similar size.
I remember reading like what would happen if you'd get into an accident with the Tesla, and they said just forget it; it would go through your car.
That
I
or
think
the
I
battery, the battery under the vehicle become pinched, and you trapped in the car while it lights on fire.
Well, that ain't good. But
Great
yeah,
new
also
deal.
I would.
Green new deal.
Yeah,
They
well,
would come
I know, dude. Come on. In every movie you've ever watched, the gas car burst into flames, killing all aboard. It killed everybody on the side of the road. Come on, how many car fires have you watched in your same movies?
they. I remember
Yeah,
once
but
too. They
here's the
come in.
thing. A gas fire, when a car explodes, at least you can put the water and put the car out. Electric vehicle, you can't get anywhere near that battery with water because it just bursts into flames.
Finish telling us, Josh. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. Now he's got me thinking. I don't know where I was even going, but
I know
in
it.
aviation
Because
school,
on
we
my
had to
trip,
put.
dude, I caught one where an electric car on a car
Oh yeah,
hauler
yeah.
cooked
So
the whole
they
car haulers. Everybody, every car, including the semi, got cooked by that one electric car.
damn.
Cooked.
Yeah.
But I tell
And
you
it
what,
was still going, dude. Everybody else is done and burned out. Whole everything's gone. That fucking car is still going.
Well, so they
if
come in and brought in.
anyone's still alive, you could just sit there and roast some marshmallows.
Yeah, the cops had stopped. The firefighters had already stopped pouring water on it, and they were just gonna let it run out of energy. I guess. I don't. How long do you wait?
Right.
I don't know.
So-
That's a lot of batteries to power a car.
God, yeah, the energy needs and everything else to charge the batteries and everything. I don't think so. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna
Plus,
work.
I heard that battery's like 20 grand, if not more.
Yeah. Well, also too, they say if you have to work on the batteries, you might as well total the car. And if you just
The
got total
batteries
Tesla
become
sitting
total the
everywhere,
car.
how much is that in the long run of things? What's that going to cost everybody else for their car insurance if everybody's totaling them every time the batteries die? Yeah, I don't understand. You know what I mean?
Just take it down to your local China shop and see if they could just swap the battery out.
Yeah. Well, we don't even really got no shops around our town no more. There was a guy come over and asked me about headlight cleaning. And I said, well, how you and me clean your headlights? You know, I don't like to turn money down. So I'd usually do it if it was warmer out. But I was like, run that shit to Walmart and they'll do it for $25. You can't even buy a kit to clean them for that much from AutoZone or O'Reilly's or nothing. And he was like, well,
it's still cold outside and shit.
yeah, there's salt on the roads and everything. But he was asking me to do it for him. I kind of felt bad because I told him to take it to Walmart. You know what I mean? I should have just probably done it.
I think I was called blew his ass off. I blew his ass off.
Well, it's so fucking cold out though, man. I couldn't help it. I'm like, fuck no, you'd have to give me 50 to want to do it. You know what I mean? I don't even want to do one of them.
Yeah, you'll spit shine them for 50. Isn't that what they say in the army? I'll spit shine them shoes.
Yeah. Well, I've cleaned up many a headlight, so you know they make them out of plastic anymore. So every couple of years you got to take care of them. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you gotta use that special chemical to bring them back to where they were when you first bought the car.
They use generators to power them.
Because there's like some type of smoke film all over the headlights, and it blocks the headlights from being seen. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like it'll black them out, fog them out.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen people use that. I seen all kinds of different stuff, but like nothing kills me as bad as like you can see a car that's 20 years old, and you can literally take it to the car wash and wipe off the headlights, and it's good to go. But you get them newer ones and stuff, and it's just cleaning them all the time like that. That's crazy. They are to outlaw that. You know what I mean? They want you to bring them back now.
I believe that would go back to be some sort of safe plastic. I don't know what the idea behind it was. I need the million-year plastic that doesn't ever I don't understand it. It's a good one though. I don't understand.
Just bring back the classic headlights where the headlights
bring back some fucking real headlights
and not fucking plastic.
Well, hey, how much do you guys love it when them people around here? We got fields all around us. And everybody, I don't really care what people drive or do. I got a low rider. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, God. You got one of them cars with the switches?
Yeah, I got one of them. But people dog you, whatever. Fuck, man. Everybody's fun. Ain't everybody's fun, but it is what it is. But they'll turn on them fucking bright ass lights, them bars. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, that
are you talking about like HID headlights?
Yeah, they'll have like 1,000. It looks like it should kill a vampire community.
Yeah, absolutely. You could absolutely grow dope under that motherfucker, dude. You know it.
It
to grow dope.
It looks like the fucking lights they'll be using for like werewolf hunting or something, like some high.
Smoke a vampire, a radiated chicken, dude. Probably cook a frosty.
So
like, how much light do you need? Like, 5,000 lumens, 25,000.
Well, you know what? When it, like I said, there's so many. All you got to do is, if you see somebody coming, just turn them out. Don't be an asshole and run them. You know what I mean? Hell, if you can't see, buddy, I really can't see now.
Redneck bar.
You're not supposed to run them on the road here, but
no, you're not.
I live in south,
and that's why I said I really wouldn't give a fuck if the people would just have some decency and turn them. They know, it lights the night up like daylight. Come on now, turn that shit out.
Yeah, they're looking for vampires, obviously.
Yeah, take the whole cue. Be pulling a blade on them, you know what I mean? Take them all out at once. Fucking zero.
Yeah, there's also the blinding mode of even most modern HID. All the HID stuff is.
I've seen some that have that. It'll look like a fucking alien coming over the hill, and I'm like,
yes, that is so awesome.
Them real like dark blue, heavy, like shining blue, like looks like something out of fucking Star Wars.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. When I see those ones coming, I'm like, fuck, man, I wish I had those. You know what I mean? I don't ever say that about the
That's the truth of it. It's just jealousy. You want a louder horn and brighter lights, too.
That's what I'm saying.
On, you see a car driving by, you think a fucking UFO's landing or something.
Right,
Mine are a barely fog light lit. They're very dim. And I have the high beams on, too. Because it's as dim as they are.
Hey, you know what? I should get a set of them headlights and hook it up on one of my bike builds.
You should.
Yeah. Hook it up.
Wire that shit with like a 12 or 48 volt battery and shit.
Yeah. I see them on golf carts every now and then, too, the smaller ones.
It is what I use it as something, a fog light, you know.
Yeah.
And,
Do you think I'd make somebody go blind if I had like two of them high intensity headlights on my bike?
I'd say you'd probably scare the hell out of them.
For sure, you'd blind them.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "What the fuck's coming at me? Is that a spaceship?"
Put one, do an omnidirectional and take them all the way around the vehicle. I had some of them neons. I'd put them glow lights under my car on a few cars. They're all right.
Underglow. They're the underglow neon lighting bar kit.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's got to be a level of safety too. I mean, people got to be able to see you a little bit better, man. They can see you better.
I had a CRX one time, and it has a hatchback that's all glass. And I went and bought me a fancy set of speakers and a big old amplifier and all that stuff you did back when in high school or whatever. And next thing you know, the Power Acoustics come out for one called a UFO that glue blue. And I was like, yeah, I got to have that. So I put it on my box, and my box was kind of high up, and I didn't have it covered up. I just had it where it glued through the car too to match the bottom lights or whatever. And I go to get out of the car, and I was getting pulled over. That led to an arrest for driving without a license. The first time I ever went to jail. And I was like, well, what? You know what I mean? You can't. I have a license. He's like, nope, it says in the computer you don't. I guess I thought
you argued for free market capitalism. Is an argument for communism.
So you were one of them guys that put like a woofer sound system in your car.
Yeah.
When you drive by, you're.
I had me a speaker box in the trunk.
Fucking car shakes.
Dude, after you ate, it would burp you.
What would happen? About everybody I knew, but they would end up using their money on drugs and stuff. So at least I didn't do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You drive
Nobody
by,
ever believes that.
They know it's you.
Back when it was more communist, we all had goddamn one headlight. But now,
they end up towing that car in. That's for sure.
Oh man, they towed that car with the stereo system.
Yeah, I got it back, but I'm just saying they got me. They said the reason they pulled me was because for blue lights eliminating from the vehicle, and you can't have that.
Get the fuck out of here. It's not like you're driving around acting like Barney 5 police cop and shit.
You could plainly tell, you know what I mean, that it wasn't no cop car. It was just a glowing light coming out but that window was big, and it's just a reason for him to pull me over. You know what I mean?
You should have had like a switch wired to it. That way, if he pulls up behind you, you could just click off goes
Yeah.
the light.
Honestly, it was funny because I already stepped completely out of the car, and he was back here behind me and pulling me over, but I never seen no lights. And when I called him out on it, I said, "Hey, if you're pulling me over," because he was screaming, "Get back in the car!" Like, I'm a pretty big dude, and this guy was kind of small, and I ain't like that. I wasn't trying to run or no shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know I was getting pulled over. And when he explained
That sounds like entrapment, because first off, you got to have them police lights going, and
right, how do I know to pull over if you ain't blinding me? You know what I mean? Why would I pull over if you ain't got the lights on? Cops followed me before and didn't pull me over. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't even know he was behind me. I wasn't paying no attention to him. I was probably messing with the radio. But he hollered, "Get back in the car, get back in the car." I got back in. And he said his fuse was blowed, so he couldn't turn his lights on. And I was like, "Okay, why don't we just give me a warning then and let me go?" He's like, "Yeah, you're driving without a license. I already ran your shit." And I'm like, "Whatever."
Did he at least show you? Did he at least show you his fucking badge since the lights weren't working?
Yeah, listen, he did, and that's what I asked him. His cop car looked like some kind of city car or something that they resold. That was like painted decals, like too old to be a cop car anymore. And he wasn't. You could tell they didn't have money. His uniform looked like a hand-me-down or something. You know what I mean? And he had this. Well,
You sure it wasn't mall security?
No, it looked like that though. That's what I'm saying. And he was being serious. He had a ride along with him, and it's this great big old black guy. And he gets out of the car and starts watching it and stuff. And I let him search the car or whatever he wanted. I didn't have nothing in it, and I didn't have no reason not to go figure it out. But what was funny is 2 weeks before, I had my license run to get a job at a car wash where we drove the mail trucks and the cop cars and shit. So I've been driving their cop cars every day. You know what I'm saying? I just
so you recognize the make and model of the car and the way it was set up and shit.
Yeah, and it ended up costing me and it happened to be like a Thursday night, and like the judge is out on a Friday for like a long weekend or something. So I ended up in jail for like 3-4 days over driving on suspended. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I didn't even know the shit was
watch, because next time you might get pulled over. It might be one of them people that's imitating the police and shit.
I ain't had a ticket for fucking 10 years now. You know what I mean? That's when I was younger, but whatever. Most of the time now, they just like give you a warning or something. Hell, I've had cops I have no shame. Everybody needs a job. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no shame in that. You know what I mean? But be a decent cop. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to take everybody to jail. They literally take you in there. And like I said, most of the people, it's like 4-H camp, but the doors are locked. But some people have a real hard time with that, especially if you're hooked on dope or something. You know what I mean? And I go in and there's like 30 dudes in a room and everybody's playing chess and shit. And I'm like, cool, I got people to play chess with. It really wasn't even that big of a deal. You know what I mean? But it does suck. I mean, I would rather be on a riverbank fishing or in a hammock any day.
Yeah. So it truly looked like a repainted cop car with like fake decals.
No, he was a legit cop though.
They bought the decals look like something they bought at the dollar store or some shit.
Oh yeah, it was fucking whack, dude. I was hoping like at any minute they'd be like, "I'm just joking with you. There's a camera over there." You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah, like
like.
We're just yanking your chain. I'm a pretend cop and shit.
Well, I was sleeping. You know, when you get in there, you don't even get a bed. They give you a spot on the floor to sleep in a mat and shit. And you're trying to figure all that stuff out. And it's like 3 a.m. and somebody's up screaming and hollering back in the back corner somewhere. You're like, good God, this fucking place. I hope I don't catch crabs or some shit. You know what I mean?
They got a chess club. That's apparently there is some avid chess players in most local pokies.
Right. Well, so I was happy. Like I said, that some of the stuff wasn't that bad, but then you find out you got to share a bathroom with 30 dudes, and you're like, "Fuck, where's the door?"
If you use the toilet, you'll probably. If you use the toilet there, you probably would catch crabs.
Right. But after a long weekend,
I'm not talking about the seafood kind either.
Yeah. Well, half of them are young too, and the young ones are crazy loud, and they get to throwing this thing around, and they're throwing it all over. And I thought they was just playing football or entertaining themselves, you know what I mean? Everybody was up anyway. Them fuckers. Some of them kids don't get up till 3 o'clock in the evening or something. You know what I mean? They'll sleep through breakfast, lunch, and gamble it away the next night. But
Damn.
they were throwing something. I seen it finally hit over by the table and was like, "What in the fuck is that?" And it was what they called a fifi. And I was like, "What the fuck is a fifi?" You know what I mean? They's like, "Well, here, check it out." And one of them jumped over and grabbed it, and they're showing it. Now I'm like, "What kind of nastiness?" And I'm like, "I don't even want to know, man. Get that shit away from me. Don't be playing football. Y'all need to quit throwing that thing." You know what I mean? But that's wild. You know, half of them, like I said, I got out like it wasn't nothing. And I can't tell you how many times that happened to me in my life where I went to jail driving on suspended. And I think that's why a lot of people try to get by for riding these bikes. You don't have to worry about the license and the insurance and all that. But that's up to debate, and laws changing and everything else these days. But you can still get by.
Apparently, it doesn't work around here. Spoke to a fella. He got it again.
Yeah, that's what I would imagine too.
Any motor under his ass now is another fucking felony.
No shit. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, it's not classified as a motorcycle.
He got the same DUI on the bicycle as he did on the damn car. So he was still drunk. Let's be honest.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Can you imagine going to court and fucking talking to the judge, and he says, "Okay, you've been busted for another DUI. What were you driving this time?" And the minute he says motorized bicycle, I think the case should be automatically dropped.
Yeah, I agree with that. If it's a horse, but you know, like Jared just said, that some people never learn, and you don't want them to be in an accident and run one of your kids over. You know what I mean? I don't fucking know. But I did not having a license never stopped me from driving. Obviously, you can tell by the story. Whether I knew it was suspended or not, I drove anyway. I don't give a fuck.
What got me to talk to him was he was there on a pedal bike filling up 2 gas cans.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where the fuck is the motor? And yeah,
well, I know
he break down.
I've heard somebody try to tell me that you could get in trouble for drinking beer on your lawnmower cutting grass. And I was like, I don't fucking think so. My lawnmower's got a beer holder made on it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never heard of that shit.
Well, it depends. Are you driving it in your own yard? You're all right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
The minute you take that riding mower and you drive on the road, the cop will probably try to bust you.
Yeah. Now, listen, if I can see the gas station from my house, I ain't going to say I wouldn't ride up here, but I wouldn't be wasted trying to drive it anyway. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't do that.
Yeah. And if the cop stops you, tell him, "I'm cutting grass today. I want to go get gas. Leave me alone."
Yeah, you could. Yeah, right on. They don't even bother you. You can do it on a. Well, here's the thing. It's like riding a motorized bike, whether it's legal or not, or just anything. If you're breaking the law, you're still breaking the law. So if you're not stopping at stop signs and you're speeding through town that's only 25 doing 40 on a 2-stroke, you're probably drawing a lot of attention. You're still breaking the law. Speeding. You can't go double the speed limit. You know what I mean? That's a ticket, no matter if the bike was legal or not.
I don't speed much, but I do stop at the fucking stop signs and traffic lights and shit.
I don't know. Sometimes if the road's dead and shit, I just like to say fuck it, blow right through them too. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't do what I do though. I do some pretty dumb shit. You know what I mean?
Are you all right, Brian?
Brian, the bike guy, cancer treatment.
It says cancer treatment. I mean, what the heck? What's that?
No.
Am I ignorant and didn't know?
I see
He
my
said
brother.
COVID's revenge, but okay. Huh.
Okay.
Y'all must be reading the chat. I can't see none of it.
I don't know. Brian, the bike guy said something about cancer treatment. I don't know.
I take a chemo every week, but it ain't for cancer.
Huh? And just for fun?
Oh no, you don't get that shit.
I didn't know you could take it for anything else. I didn't even know.
That's funny that you said that, Jared. I really don't like talking about it too much, really, but it's called rheumatoid arthritis. and you take
Gotcha.
a
I didn't know. I
chemotherapy.
really didn't know. I didn't know that you'd take it for something else. I did not know that. Never heard of that.
It's
Is that
actually
for like a certain type of back disease or back problems?
that it's rheumatoid arthritis is like a crippling type arthritis, and it puts
Yeah.
it in remission, and it makes our hair fall out and kills our liver and kidneys and shit. You know, what I mean, it's pretty bad,
Oh,
and there is no cure or no end to it. It's just for a lifetime. You know what I mean? So it's a tough thing to deal with sometimes. That's for sure.
Well, here's
Sorry
what
to
I
hear about
think.
that.
I think that the government has the cure for cancer, but
Yeah,
they're
well,
not
they
going
say
to share
Putin
it.
has it.
Yeah, listen, they're not going to share it with us because there's no money in finding the cure when they could sit there and sell you the fucking a long time fucking cure and treatment plans.
I have people in my family that I've watched go through it before, so I was already prepared. I just thought it had dodged me until I got a little bit older. But I try not to let it stop me or slow me down or disable me too much. But it does get you. You know, it'll turn
Let's
into
see,
lupus and
how the
everything.
hell does that saying go? There is no money in giving out the cure when they can do long-term treatments for
Yeah.
the disease. Yeah.
The doctors told me, and I already knew, like I said, I've seen it go through my family already. They say it's not hereditary, but then they always ask who gave it to you, your mom or your dad. And I'm like, what's that even mean? You know what I mean? But
No, but you could find out with a simple blood test though.
yeah, that's how I already knew for 10 years before I went and had to start going to the doctor. But you know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to take a bunch of drugs I didn't need. Like, who wants to take chemotherapy every week? Come on, don't sign me up for that.
Unless they give you some good pain meds afterwards.
Yeah, you get all kinds of pain medicine. But I have to inject myself. You know what I mean? And that's not no fun either. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Just
That-
get a
that's what I
hot
said.
just get a hot nurse to come over and inject
Yeah.
it.
There you go. See, now Ron's looking at the bright side of
That's
things.
what I'm saying.
On the
You got to
bright
make things
side.
work that work. That's right.
Yeah.
You know, a little hot blonde, you know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
So yeah,
Sorry,
but,
my mind's in the gutter.
In a little candy striper outfit.
Nah, like sort of like a mistress outfit.
Oh God! With the garter belt. The nurse with the garter belt.
Yeah, that works.
Don't what do they call it? Starts with a D. Dom Matrix.
Dominatrix, yeah.
Yeah.
You need one to come over and spank you into it.
Who is it?
Give you a
Caveman.
shower.
He's coming in here
She'll
to
just
do a
get
BT
you,
on our
she'll
way
just
out.
get you on the
That's
bed
cool.
and say, all right, sit there, you know, spank you and tell you, all right, be a good boy. I'm going to inject you with the pain medicine now.
Well, they have as listen to this on a not kidding note with some of that medicine that I had to take. One of the things is called Humira, and the Humira is a shot. It's a bi-weekly shot, and you know how much fits in a syringe. It's not a gram of it or something. You know what I mean? It's not much, and so if I don't have it, then I have these episodes that I don't really like, where my body just don't want to work for me or whatever. But the medicine's keeping it back and keep it in remission. But it's $40,000 a month to take the medicine. And I was like, damn, that's dangling the carrot in front of the donkey a little bit. You know what I mean? The pharmacies don't even carry it.
40 grand? Shit. So you're saying your medical coverage don't cover it?
No, that was after the medical coverage kicked in, you know, but that they still wanted $7,000. And I was like, well, how much is that shit? You know what I mean? They told me. And I was like, well, I have insurance. They said, that's what you owe. And they said, you have to have the money first because it comes in a refrigerator truck. And you know what I mean? We never needed any. And I'm like, what the fuck? The doctor said it'd be expensive, but he didn't tell me about all that. You know what I mean? So at $20,000 a gram, though, how in the hell that's worth more than gold?
Bingo, ladies. Wait a minute. What's he talking about? Bingo, ladies.
Raul.
Have your stimulus check, Raul. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
Mossy,
getting sick in America can cost you everything. In fact, it's
Mossy,
one of the
you
true
saying
things
them-
that there is.
Mossy,
Even if
you
you-
saying them bingo ladies stole my stimulus check and they're using it to bet at the bingo hall?
Even worse if you have family, because you can make your whole family poor all at the same time.
I guess caveman mechanics in the dark. Or
Yep.
his camera's not working.
I'm
He may
outside.
not even know he's on here.
Oh, you
Sometimes
outside?
I'll be in the back room for a while and I'll not even know.
Oh, he's hiding in the dark. Damn.
I think I seen a cherry glow a moment ago.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the Mothman eyes.
The Mothman. Yeah.
Hey, that's it. Caveman is the Mothman.
Oh, jeez. Well, that wasn't the guy that showed up dancing. I can tell you that.
You saw that, huh?
I've been lurking. I saw you massaging that pipe.
Yeah, but did you catch
Polishing
the
the chrome.
beginning? Did you see the beginning? Donald Trump and ex-Joe Biden was on here.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh, yeah, I
Good.
seen that. Who in the hell was that jumping around? That's crazy.
Yeah, what was that, Jared? Just somebody showed up and used a fake name?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who
dude,
was-
that is now.
Who was that? They were on here twerking and shit. What the fuck was that?
Oh, yeah. Fucking around.
Yeah, they
loving it.
poor guy. I mean, he was like, it wasn't me, man.
I saw
I
that
couldn't
was really
even
that
keep
was
track
really
of what was
strange,
going on
wasn't
or
it?
been said or nothing. I was like, forget it.
That's
I'm getting off here.
embarrassing. I mean, and they use your name.
That's probably the same guy that pranked fucking Oplinzilla that one time when fucking Build Break Fix was in here and we were all trying to chat and talk about bikes and then fucking
Maybe it's on Bill
Oplinzilla.
Break Fix who did it. You know, never know. He got a chance, want to come over and hang out a little. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Could've been
saw
cool.
him. He made a
That
recent
shit was
comment.
funny.
I was commenting on one of his videos, and he made some recent comments in his videos, but he hasn't made any new videos. I don't think.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Yeah, not in a little while.
But that was embarrassing. Whoever that was, they were on there twerking and shit.
Well,
I thought it made the
right.
Master Guy's channel look pretty good because that wasn't such a bad thing. Dude, there was nothing wrong with that. That was right at the borderline. I don't believe
Yeah.
that's a problem. That was
Yeah, you're pretty
just
flexible
right
though,
at the
Jared.
edge.
But I will tell you this: just be glad it wasn't a pair of naked tits bouncing on screen.
I know, dude. I do know.
Well, last
Dude,
weekend,
it takes all kinds in this world for sure.
who was the guy in the hotel room with the bikes last weekend at the end?
Oh, that was our buddy Eric Smalls.
Eric Smiles.
Yep. The winner of Kevin Shop motor drawing and something else as well.
Yeah, what a story, huh?
Yeah, no, great guy. It seemed to me anyway. Seemed like a decent fella.
Well, just that we
Finally got to hook up with him after a very long time too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
think maybe
the
nearly
cops.
a
So
year.
the cops got Kevin Engine.
Oh yes, the cops took the engine. That's right. That was all taken away. Impounded. The words
Yep.
impound was used. So yes, his yeah.
So we saw the beginning and the end of that engine.
Fantastic story.
We saw
I
the
don't
beginning
see
and
how
the
they
end of
can-
that engine.
I don't see.
Yes.
I don't see how they can impound it because first off, it doesn't have any tags, doesn't have a license plate, doesn't have a vehicle VIN number. So how can they impound something that doesn't belong to them?
When you get caught, they take your shit.
I've seen
Yeah,
them take
there's-
motorcycles away and just hanging from the back, bouncing off the back.
Just say it that way. I don't know what they took it for, but when you're caught, they take your stuff away.
Yeah, they
I
don't
hate
really
that.
care about a flatbed.
They could've
There's
been
been
like
a few times that
DUI.
I had let's see, 2 or 3 things impounded or experiences with it. It sucks.
Yes, yes. Impound is yeah. And then there's just the everyday they have it thing where they are really just fucking gutting you. So you
Yeah,
better get
It's like
down
100
there in a day
it's
or
like
two.
$75 a day.
Yeah,
But here's the thing: if they do take it and impound it, where are they going to put the charge for the impound? Because, like I said, there's no vehicle tag, and there's no VIN number, there's no.
Well,
license
they'll
plate.
eventually resell it in an auction. That's what they do
Yeah.
around here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
things like that. They're not looking to give it back to you, dude. Impound yard wants to keep it.
I hate
'Cause I
to
could
admit
see,
it.
I could see if it was like a car or truck, yeah, they could put the impound fee on the license plate or the VIN number and say, "Oh no, we ain't giving it back. You owed this amount of money on this said
Well, if it
vehicle."
takes
Well,
a
I-
week, you might as
I-
well let them keep it. Sometimes just let them.
I
Whatever.
saw a guy's sister lost a Honda scooter to him. It was stolen and they recovered it, and then impound was like $75 a day.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
but did
not
they
even
charge
their
it
fault.
to the? Did they charge it to the plate or the vehicle's VIN number?
No, it cost his sister wasn't going to get it, so they were just going to sell it. So he got it out of there for $400.
Yeah. You know, it'd be easier to buy it back sometimes than to jump through their hula hoops and try to get it back that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to go back to the auction and buy it. But there's a chance you could not get it, but there's a chance you could. I've used bolt cutters, man. I'll go in there and get my shit out of the car. You know what I mean? Me and my brother both have done it.
Mossy said he's stolen the same van 3 times, different impound yards. Yossi,
Yeah, just-
Mossy, don't be saying that on here. Police might be listening.
Right. I don't think this
Oh.
even matters because my mom passed away. Been about 2 years ago, but she used to help my brother make fake insurance cards to go get his shit out of impound and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I really wouldn't be trying that, but you know, do what you do.
Did she make him look like legit and shit?
Oh yeah, dude, you couldn't tell the difference. You know what I mean?
Although I do believe that they probably take your motorized bicycle to the police impound and maybe not the impound yard.
Yeah, true that. Right.
You know, they're going to lock it up with the other big giant stack of bicycles.
Yeah,
Right.
probably.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do around here. They don't even cover them up.
No, it's done. You
They're in a
get
fence,
back,
you know what I mean? But
Get
they're
out.
wrapped
You
up.
could go. What? Maybe I don't know.
Hey,
I'm not
Jared,
gonna
I got a
wait 45 minutes.
I got a challenge for you, Jared.
Yes.
Talk life adventures and just build a simple bike like yours. It will get him there.
Yeah. Oh, he's got me hooked. I'm definitely building one of those.
He's-
I really
I-
enjoyed the videos, Jared. Thank you again for that. For
Yeah,
sure.
no problem.
Yeah,
I'm
right on.
hoping that he gets out on a bike as soon as springtime rolls around and test rides something by then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Don't
think you'll be pulling him
overcomplicate
a trailer.
I'm not sure. We're doing a picture with it. He doesn't seem to have very much experience.
No, Farquad could use some help.
He could use some help as well.
It's
He's
really
going to
hard to
always
help.
need help.
It's hard to help remotely. I try and do it every day on Reddit. The stuff you're running into is quite amazing.
It's tough. It's very tough, isn't it? Even though you could talk to him out loud.
Yeah.
It's
You
still-
know, I don't know. Did he ever get his rag joint on? Because he
No.
was talking about no, and that those can be tough. I get that, whatever. But once you do your first one and figure it out, it's not a big deal. And
I
then,
put up
you know,
a comment earlier. Can you put the CDH, the rag joint on the CDH? No, he has to put the sprocket adapter, didn't he? Okay, I might.
yeah,
be wrong.
I don't know what he did. I asked him a couple questions about
I
it, but
think
it
he
was
moved
kind of
off
rowdy.
that rag joint towards the sprocket adapter, which should have
For
made it.
$25 at MZ Miami, free shipping, $25 with the sprocket.
Yeah, I think he got a couple of them, or no? Yeah,
I got two. I
It
got
was
two
you
of them.
that
in
said
a-
you got a couple of them. He's got one.
I got
though.
a
We
couple
seen
in
it.
a
He's gonna
spare
put it
pipe. I mean, hell, at that price, how can you pass it up?
It's just the alarm, and you work there. I believe today no one has been convicted of riding motorized bikes. I have yet to hear a true story of a conviction for riding the motorized bike. Although the old man
They
told me
take-
that they still gave him the regular DUI dude, and he was on that motorized bike.
Because if they take you to court, that's a interesting subject.
It
to
was
pull
still
up
just a regular
because
DUI. Wasn't a different kind.
all the judge can say is, "Oh, is it a motorcycle? No, it's a pedal bike with a motor on it. It's not a dirt bike."
They'll
It's
just
not
drop
a
that
moped.
charge and whatever the higher charge was. I don't believe they're going to ever try to charge you with it. And what about your oversized engine on there? I would assume that that is a really tough case for them to pull off as well. But who makes up the law? The cop standing there. That's who makes up the law. That's how that works. I can't argue
Yeah,
with
and
that.
100% of the time they're bullshitting out of their ass.
That's all right, man. He has the power of Barney Fife, and that is a lot of fucking power.
No contact is good contact.
Thank you.
There you go.
It's
There
the
you go.
only good contact.
I've had at least 10 really close calls. Just lay low.
Yeah.
Just cut the engine real quick and pedal like it's an
That's what
e-bike.
I'm saying. Hit the kill switch and pedal, right? This thing don't
They
even
look
run
at
off.
you. They look at you like, what the fuck? This guy's marathoning his bicycle.
Right.
He tried to put an engine on it.
No, I'm using good old pedal power.
Well, I always use my bikes as a pedal assist. Like I'm always pedaling into it and just drop the clutch, after I get it moving. And if I see anybody, I'll pull the clutch straight in and hit the kill switch every time. I've never had any run-ins with the law. And I drive by the courthouse, the jail, and everything. You know what I mean? But you just decide when you want to be binging and when you don't. Just turn it off and pedal a little bit. It won't kill you.
Did you see Mossy giving ERT a hard time about his? Do you see Mossy giving ERT a hard time about his pedal crank size?
I wasn't paying no attention.
I have in the past. I did not earlier. I'm sorry.
I think it was at Leonard's. It was hilarious.
Oh, God.
And ERT was there. He was saying it right. It was over at Leonard. Oh, maybe it was. No, I think it was Leonard's, but I'm not sure.
Okay,
but I asked ERT about it. I says, that's an awful big sprocket. What's the deal? And he goes, oh, I use that for top speed. And I'm like, well, I guess that makes sense.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
Here's your final surge right here.
Yeah.
And
That'll
it's a
give
tiny wheel on the back as well. It's a big one, but it's a tiny one in the back. A 12-tooth, 10-tooth. It's a fucking
he's
tiny
doing like
wheel.
50. He's doing like 50, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. That's, you got to have a hell of a gear ratio to pedal at 50.
Oh, yeah, no, he used the motor to get him up to the speeds where you can finally pedal it.
Yeah, right.
Yes, exactly.
That's no man's land. I haven't seen anybody doing that but him.
Nobody else but him doing that. Exactly. I thought that was very cool of him in that way.
Yeah, I like it.
He said, hey, Jared, think ERT 54. Yeah, 54, 70. He's in the 70s. It's 71 or 72 tooth.
Wow.
Yes. Indoor, what do you call that?
Circle racing there, the track racing.
Velodrome. Velodrome?
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah.
And those guys have thighs like that. They're just massive hunk of thigh. Whatever. And they don't have no gear. They don't got no brakes.
Before I geared myself
out the whole time.
Before I had my throttle fully functioning, it was really embarrassing. I told you I couldn't catch a good bicycle rider. It was pretty.
I couldn't catch a good bicycle rider. Asshole, they damn guys.
And he looked back and saw me and really put the pickles to her,
Oh, and he started to leave you.
Not anymore. Now they're not even there,
Eric was harassing one with his electric bike on that Tucson Trail or Phoenix. I think it was a Tucson Trail. Oh, he was drafting them, making them drag him around. Staying right on their ass, pushing it, making them whatever. I thought it was cute, funny, but whatever.
That's when you pretend you're not with him.
I wasn't, dude. I fell back, dude. I fell way back. I'm not with him. I'm not with him. No. No.
It's like when you're driving with someone that's a terrible driver, you know, and you're just over there like you're like, oh my god, there's nothing you can do.
Well, when you ride in a group full of motorcycles, if somebody messes up, it might mess up the whole group. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's more
you-
dangerous, it feels like.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I never did care to ride with 2 or 3 people.
Miles per hour.
Seems like once the group got to be more than 5 people, it would get a little bit chaotic.
Yeah. My problem was I was always riding with motocross riders they would do anything, and trying to keep up with them on the street. You know,
I know,
it was
dude.
pretty
That's what I would, especially on these bike trails. Skip, those good bikers are cruising and they blow past me, and I do not try to catch them. Not on the bike trails when I'm running bike trails. I let them have it. I let them be the high speed.
I don't dare go on a bike trail here. We got authorities on the bike trails.
Really?
They'll take you down anywhere here.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. All them damn hipster road bikers.
Oh. Yeah, they get mad easy.
Yeah, I know. But who do they hate the most though? They hate e-bikers. Oh, dude, they practically never even think about us, dude. We're not even on their radar, man. They don't even look up when we go by in that way. But that e-biker, dude, they got some serious animosity towards e-bikers. I mean, you can watch some shorts and videos of them being confronted by the Lycra wearing road bikers.
Yeah.
Stay away.
It can be intense sometimes. I just say live and let live. Our bike trails ain't that crowded, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, they'd have a friggin' I wouldn't make it out of the trail. They'd be calling me in, blockading
blockading me.
Well, the whole time they'd be calling it a dirt bike, you know, or somebody's cutting down a tree or something.
Blockade.
You know what? If I woke up and somebody was out front and banging it off, I think I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be like, hell yeah, give it hell, buddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm already awake now. Let's see if this guy wrecks it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't give a fuck. Snowmobile or whatever. And most of the time when I'm going by, you're only going to hear me for a few seconds anyway. It ain't that bad.
Ain't that bad.
But I know the feeling like I'd be in the bike trail sometimes and I'd feel like I was getting away with something I shouldn't be. Because it'll a lot of times say in a few spots, no motorized vehicles beyond this limit or whatever.
Oh,
and
dude, there's so many of those no motorized vehicles.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
No attention to any of those signs.
Gotta pay no attention to them. But they make me nervous, dude. They keep me nervous the whole time I'm on them. Like I said, I let the road bikers go.
Well, I'm
That's
thinking
what I
of
was
the
about to
interstate, Jared. Clearly, it says when you get on the interstate.
No mopeds, no, yeah.
You need a special bag to carry your balls in there so big.
Oh, but they have a special lane there that's so perfect.
Well, I always deny it too and be like, well, I didn't know, man. I thought this way'd be a little bit easier or safer or something. You know what I mean? I was just trying to make up some time or something.
Oh man, the road is so straight and smooth and headed in the direction you're going. They literally built that fucking road going in your direction.
Right.
On a windy day, and somebody's passing you. There's a river of wind always going your way.
Yeah, but that's always
The more
nice.
semis, the more river. So I never complained about seeing semis passing. And no, man, I can feel the motorist surge. I can feel myself surge. Yeah, I got 2 miles an hour out of him passing.
Well, that's okay. That's a high percentage when you're doing 30.
One thing I thought was really cool about motorized bikes is I could put them in the back of the truck myself or put them on a bike rack or anything. They're pretty easy to
I
haul
do like
around.
the fact that it's mobile in that way. That's one of the best things I like about it.
Right.
Yeah, especially the two-stroke one, dude. That is a terribly light build.
Yeah.
I don't put anything extra on my bikes, and they are really light.
Really light, yeah. They're very light.
Well, you can hop right on one, like I said. You could literally ride downtown to the parade, and everybody would like it, want to talk to you, or the gas station, or anything. There's really not that many of them around here. That's the gas bikes. and it'll be, looking like one you could build at home. And I'll just stop and let them look at it and talk to them, if they want to talk and stuff. But when I pass over those, like you were saying, the dedicated bicycle people I can't imagine how you put $3,000 in a damn bicycle, but whatever, you know what I mean? But anyway, I always just give them the road. Or if I'm passing, if I am going to pass, I pass a group of them and there's 3 or 4 in it, or a family, I go into the grass and make way. And when I get up on them, I'll pedal past them, you know what I mean, at an idle or something, and just try to get around them real quick. And I just try to be as polite as I can be, over extrally, really, because I know I feel like I'm getting by with something I shouldn't be doing, you know what I mean? But people are going to hate anyway, you know what I mean? And they can just, I'm not going to be there long. I'm just going to buzz by anyway. It doesn't matter. I'll be going before you can call me in.
I've only ever seen one around here. Some guy had an expansion chamber with no silencer. It was just an ear ripper.
Yeah. That's what I mean. You're kind of asking for it at that. You know what I'm saying? Ripping down through her like that.
I will admit, yes, I've used that Avenger during broad daylight, full sun, all the day noises possible to give me whatever cover it could give me while I'm using it. But it doesn't give much in between the houses. You can just hear it banging in between.
Everybody says that Avenger 85 is so loud.
God damn, that's loud.
It's a shame, I had considered converting in my that $50 MZ65 I bought just because they were so cheap into an Avenger. But after looking at that difference in I think the port is like a 52 millimeter or something like that on the Avenger. That's a big difference. No, that's a big restriction. I'd hate to do that, I think. But the pipes that are made for it, are $150. So
yes.
I don't
know what? I've had some big ass bikes before, single 2-stroke 420s and big giant Yamahas and shit like that. And when you're up in the mountains, I like to climb hills. So climbing a hill on one's even worse. So you can hear it for 5 or 10 miles. I don't even know how many miles forever around. But, like I said, I'm out in the woods or the strip mines or something when I'm doing it where people do that. You know what I mean? But anyway, they can be loud. But, as soon as you put a expansion chamber on one of these little motors, fuck, they're halfway there to the loudest thing there ever was. You know what I mean? They bang off pretty fast.
120 decibels. It's a gunshot.
Fucking hey, it's like, golly, how's that little bastard make all that noise? You know what I mean?
I helped this guy get it was an IT400 Yamaha going, been sitting around for a long time. And he pulled the silencer off it. Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh, it was just an ear ripper.
We had one that had second gear going in it, so you had to skip it and hit third cranking it. You know what I mean? It was, Jesus Christ. It was so loud. And the neighbors definitely hated us. I'll just say that.
Well, Chrissy's little brother started the Harley in the living room. And that was crazy, crazy loud. And revs, including revs.
Jesus. That woke the kids up. You know what I mean?
That was funny when Andrew was running his engine in his house there, and he's like, "Whoa, it kind of smells around here."
I get out there in my RC room and start up in nitros sometimes, and I got a way to exhaust it out through the wall, and I got fans and stuff. But for some reason, I'll be out there not trying to spend too much time. It's too cold, you know what I mean? I don't feel like heating and all that, but I'll be like, I'll just spray paint this and it won't take long. And next thing you know, you're high as hell thinking, why didn't I just turn the fan on or something in here? You know what I mean? This is crazy. But that nitro will burn your damn eyes out. And every time I think all I want to do is see if it runs, but I always grab the throttle and blip it a little bit. The next thing you know, you can't breathe and you're choking. You're like, what the fuck did I do that for again? You know what I mean? But I love that smell regardless. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck it. At least I got it all over me. I'll wear my jacket around for a while and smell like it.
Nitromethane.
Yeah, it's got a great smell. Same with that Klotz and some of the 2-stroke, man. It's just nothing like it.
I love that smell. I want to buy some just to add a little bit,
Yeah.
Just add a little bit.
That's why you could just about wear it for aftershave or something. You know what I mean? I love that shit.
I was at an RC fly-in this year. They called it off because of the winds were too high, heavy crosswinds. But there was a guy out there. There was a couple people with jets, you know, turbine jets and stuff. But there was a guy out there with a T-28 horizontally opposed 127 cc RC. I mean, that's a big ass two-stroke, man.
Yeah. 2-cylinder style, huh?
Yeah, opposed twin two-stroke.
Right on. Damn.
Yeah, what was the wingspan it was dragging around?
Yeah.
It was a pretty. I mean, it probably had a 4.5 foot wingspan.
Oh, tiny.
I've
pretty
got a few
good.
of them here that's
retractable gears.
Yeah. Hey, if I can get you guys back out in the garage, I'll show you some big ones I got. I got some 6-footers, you know what I mean? Easy. Bigger than I am.
Wow. I got the foamies. I got turbo, you know, electric fan foamies, and they do like 85.
My papa was big into it, and he passed away, and he had all my mom and my uncles and stuff all had their own planes that he helped them build from kits, and they'd build them out of balsa and wrap them with silk and put that dope on it and shrink it. You know, back in the day, they didn't even have the film and stuff like we got now. But I would repair some of their old ones and put them back together just to hang them and stuff like that, and try to keep them. He'd give me the old engines. Nobody wanted nothing to do with it. So Nitro had been there. He liked go-karts a lot too. So I guess I got some of his toolboxes and some of that stuff still, and it's pretty neat. You know what I mean? It's always been around me. Or like the Cox 29, like they had some string ones that, and then a helicopter you could let go of, and no.
I had the chopper, and I still got a U control T6.
Right on. Yeah. So Papa back, they would use the strings too, and have them tethered, and they would do like figure eights and chop ribbons off each other, like have little combats and shit. And they had some pretty cool ones, man. He had one it was probably out of the 60s, and it looked like a stealth bomber. It was Delta Wing shit, you know what I mean? Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, Nitro is a whole thing, you know what I mean? For real. They get to squeeze a lot of power out of nitromethane, for sure. Like 3cc motors rated at like 2 horsepower and shit, you know what I mean? It's crazy. I think the monster trucks are running nitro too, or anything that's, I don't know, anything calls for outrageous power like that. I think
they might be alcohol. I don't know.
I've heard like I don't know, some of them shows where they do the street racing. I don't want to say names and stuff, but they'll do some pretty crazy stuff, and they go up against cars that's nitros, you know, inside of like muscle car bodies on the road and stuff like that, and do grudge matches with each other. And I'm like, damn. I know that ain't street legal, but whatever. You know what I mean? Neither is street racing. So
no, I got busted. Doing that.
Have you? Yeah, dude. You could. I don't know.
Luckily, they didn't catch me in the act, but they charged me. You were at the scene of a crime, and if we can prove any money change hands, we're going to take your car.
Yeah, right. You know, it used to be a thing that you could probably get by with and just bet your buddy and go race him a little bit. You can do that still and get by with it. But when it gets too much attention, you know, it's crazy. But I've been to barn, you know, cockfights and stuff. And you would be surprised who you run into fighting roosters. You know what I mean? And you're like, what's the judge doing here, man? You know what I'm saying? Or the, you know, game warden's fucking son or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on probation. I don't know if I want to go in there. You know what I mean?
We were out in Ocala at a drag strip, unofficial, and it was a Sunday thing, dude, and it was going on for a good year or so. And man, they brought helicopters out there. They brought all the vans, the dogs, helicopters. They ran us all off, and they did not actually stop anybody.
What's the one where
mine was a multi county sting.
And they came out and funneled us all out of that area, and ultimately they never stopped anyone.
Oh, they grabbed all our licenses immediately. We were in daylight. They lit that place up like it was daylight.
Oh, this was day racing. This was day racing. Now people would show up from morning and stay out until late at night. But they came right in the good part of the day, and they hit the big crowd. They got the big crowd. They did.
I tell you, it would be one thing though if there was drag strips everywhere where you could go do it legal. You know what I mean? And like
it was
I
from a
grew
lack
up
of somewhere legally to do it. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah, and it's all right, but I would just think right, and that's what I was gonna say. The fun of it would be at the drive-in, and you and your buddy showed up and was like, "Hey, let's go out back to the mall here and fucking rip it down there and see who outruns who for a tank of gas." That's fun. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you don't have to have the fastest car. People stall them and do stupid shit. You know, it can be kind of fun and competitive. You know what I mean? But it could also be dangerous as hell and against the law and shit like that.
Yeah,
unfortunately, you know what I mean?
I
They
was
take
only
all the
as a
fun out of everything.
spectator. We would go out there and watch, and
we had a
underage
EHR
drink.
registered.
That's what we were doing was underage drinking out there. What we were doing.
Yeah. We had places we just went up to strip mines and did it. Look, we was on dirt bikes and shit or street bikes with knobbies and shit. We just drive away. They couldn't get us. They had too many of us.
But every now and then there would be some serious cars that would pull up, you know, things that were on trailers.
Yeah.
But it wasn't all driven there. So, you know, sometimes there would be big money and trailered cars.
Right on. Well, at the drag strip I grew up next to on Friday night, anybody could go up and hang out and get a ticket or go check out their time or whatever. On Saturday night, it got more serious, and then on Sunday night, it was all professional. So you could do it all weekend. You could put anything out there, fucking lawnmowers or street bikes, whatever you want.
That's more what was out there. It was just a wild mismatch. Car
They did
against bike, you know.
Yeah.
four-wheeler
They just
against
wrecked
the car. It's just a whole, everything stupid.
By Sunday night, though, it'd mostly be the rail dragsters and get serious. Parachute shit, you know what I mean? Crazy.
You want to get yourself in trouble, get a nice bike and an amateur, and I wouldn't even want to do it, and try and do a whole shot. You know, just pull out on a drag strip, no practice, and just try and do a massive whole shot with a street bike.
Yeah.
All kinds of shit could happen.
Oh yeah, fucking A. My first mishap I was on a street and trail bike as an XL250, and I had the chain fly off of it. The master link come out and locked up the back wheel when I was in 5th gear. That was pretty scary. You know what I mean? I kept it up and got it to a stop, but it was pretty fucking scary. I was like, golly. And that was on dirt too. You know what I mean? We was in the dirt.
I was on the pavement with an IT. I was on the way to the motocross track with an IT 175 monoshock. It was like a 70s bike, early monoshock. Wide open, pin 5th gear, doing about 60 on the way to the motocross track. And it had plates, but it seized. Holy shit, man. It just started skidding at over 50. I just pulled the clutch and immediately the engine just stopped.
Yeah. It's scary shit. You know what I mean? That things can go wrong bad, especially motocross shit. They land on top of each other after jumping ramps. You know what I mean? That's not good.
I only have one friend that doesn't have a lifetime injury from doing that.
Yeah. No doubt. I used to love putting knobbies on stuff and climb like 2 wheels. Anything 2 wheels with knobbies, we'd go hill climbing it. You know what I mean? And see who could. Especially when you're mismatched and you have like 80cc 2-stroke guys and you have 250 XLs and everything's all mixed up in different size. Well, it was come down to let's make a new trail up the hill and see who can get higher and higher until we made it to the top. And then we'd shoot an offshoot back down the other side and make a horseshoe or a needle's eye up at the top or something. You know what I mean? And we'd just start hill climbing. And that seemed like an awful lot of a challenge and fun. And you weren't going so fast that bad things happen, but still things happen. You know what I mean? Even if it's, all goes well, it's pretty fun. You know what I mean? Fucking hill climbing. Jesus, I miss it. I see people that have all kinds of injuries that still does it. I won't hill climb no more. You know what I mean? I'm tapped out on that shit. I still build
quite a few people, they get that final injury, they are done.
I can't fuck with that. I broke my neck and I fractured at C2 and my skull and ended up stapled all up here in the front. And then it broke C4 and refractured C2 and fractured it and had staples all in the back. You know what I mean? I've busted myself up pretty good doing it. And a lot of times you could hop back on it and ride it out. You know what I mean? But I ain't as young as I used to be. I ain't doing that shit.
Chris's little brother had only just recently retired from, with his limp. It gave him a limp finally, permanent.
Yeah.
Not going away this time.
Yeah.
Oh, it was broken. It was good and smashed and, devastated.
Well, we had
Landing,
Evil Knievel
something
growing
and
up.
jumping and landing and crashing and broken.
Yeah, break
This
that.
time, well, a little more limpy than normal, and no, he's like, no more, no, none, done.
We're doing the Pinewood Derby and Cub Scouts right now. We just picked our cars up tonight, and I try to do it with my son. This will be his second year. You know what I mean? So doing stuff like that, I never had time for it because when you're building those bikes and running them upside of heels and stuff like that, it can be fun. I think my funnest thing now though is to double, like take a street bike that's a doubler, 2-seater already, put bigger shocks on the back and put knobbies on it. And I ride the railroad tracks now, and I have so much fun. And you wouldn't believe what you see when you look out. When you ride the roads, you don't have that kind of a view. And when you can ride up on the tracks, you got all the wildlife and the flowers and the smells, and there really ain't nobody to bother you. I know you probably shouldn't be doing it, but ain't nobody going to chase you down and say nothing, or you just go around them or something like that. I try to
be like Jose, outrun the trailer police. I mean, the train
Are you
police.
saying running over the ties?
No, you can ride the middle or you can ride the outside edges. I usually ride an outside edge, and just anytime I want.
Man, running over the tie, man. You may. Yeah, I know. 50 dudes all day. That's not sounding fun.
There's enough room for a car to drive next to them where I ride at, and you can just ride.
And there always is.
Yeah.
There were roads built alongside the railroad the whole way.
Yeah,
not out here.
Pretty cool.
At one point, there was a road that ran alongside of it.
But you can get a little bit. You can have a lot of fun doing that still.
They're just steep banks.
Where is it? A mountain?
Huh?
Are you standing on a mountain? I guess not every railroad. You can be highly technical. If it's a fucking mountain pass, maybe not, but probably
you're saying all rural tracks
with that road.
They have their own road?
Yeah. Railroad has its own road? Is what I'm saying, right? Maintenance road?
Whenever it warms up, I'll take you on a ride and put the video up. You know what I'm saying? I'll take you
right down. Maybe I just didn't pay enough attention,
No, there's plenty of room.
Isn't there mostly? There's room for a road beside one, even if the road's not showing anymore. But I don't know about your mountain road stuff. It's a big difference when you talk about some of the Colorado stuff. I don't know.
Shit, I'm out.
Now I'm gonna look.
Yeah, I'm in flat Ohio now, so there ain't even no hills or roads or. It's all just flat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kentucky, I liked riding on 4-wheelers a lot too, and I thought it would be safer on a 4-wheeler, but I had a few accidents on them too. Best thing you can do on them is learn how to jump off of them. Don't ride it out or nothing like that.
My buddy's daughter got killed. Buddy's daughter's daughter got killed. Went over backwards here and not far from here.
Yeah.
Off of what? A cliff?
No. It endoed back on her and broke her neck or something.
Oh.
That's what I said. You just got to be lucky. I don't know. There's some trails that we ride in, and that's off-road rigs like Jeeps, or if it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, whatever. But we'll go out riding, and you sign your life away, and you sign up for camping all weekend. And they have rules and trails and signs, if you're on a dangerous one or if you need a roll bar or a certain amount of horsepower or whatever. Black Diamond trails are for the, rock crawlers, whatever. Yeah. These are, what I'm saying? But I tell you what, there ain't no reason why you couldn't take a motorized bike up there and hang out for the weekend and have fun just on the trails you can ride on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even in the hills and shit, you can still ride one around.
Out here, you better have a spark arrestor. They're gonna ticket you.
Oh,
What's
no shit.
Spark arrestor?
Something to keep it from setting the field on fire.
What's a spark arrestor?
It's like a silencer, but it has to be approved by the government.
Yeah, it has to have the stamp.
And they check that motherfucker.
Live in those commie places.
Oh, not only that, you got to have it registered as an off-road vehicle.
No.
And the VIN check everything.
Golly.
Oh, I'm in a 15-minute city. Everything's on camera here. Everything's
got.
on camera.
If you look on Marketplace up here, you see everybody and their brother trying to sell a snowmobile for cheap. And I've never rode one yet. I'm like, golly. And that, all the time I hear the motors and see people riding them. And I'm like, Jesus, them things, my KTM 420, I'd be out there thinking I was Boss Hog on a big old dirt bike, 2-stroke single like that. And then they'd pull up on a snowmobile and spank my ass. And I'm like, how in the fuck do you guys do that? He's like, well,
100 horsepower.
Yeah, he popped the hood and started talking about it, and I'm like, "That's unreal, dude. All I see is 4 of my motors lined up." You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah. With an expansion chamber bigger than a engine. I mean, they're massive expansion chambers. Well, now water. Now the new ones are all water cooled, crank and fire, fuel injected.
Well,
everything
into the muffler is a.
So one argument that I hear all the time with motorcycle people too will go like this:
See that?
Why would you want to run a fuel injected when it's all tamed down and government approved and everything when you could run carburetors and do them how you really want to? I said, well, I don't know. Like I tell you this, of them old bikes that I work on, it seems like they always need the carburetors torn apart and cleaned and gone through. But what the 40 years old don't need that really? You know what I'm saying? And so once you do it, it's not too bad. But the gas we have anymore sucks for that shit. I don't know why, but I can't.
But you got to admit, I mean, electronic fuel, it's just a more precise way to, you can completely control the curve. Like Jared earlier tonight, you were saying, the problem with the NT and the Boat Bang, they're good carb, but they can't control the mixture ratio smoothly across the RPM bands.
Yeah, not.
That's where
it just gives you one. Yeah, like it only has one. It just has full throttle. That's what we're meant to run.
How you going? I tell you what, there ain't no way that I would complain about that carburetor for $10 though.
Oh no! If anybody needs me, I got backups.
I don't know how they even do
it. Because I'm done with those now that I got the pumper running. I mean, I'm way over carbureted, 24 millimeter, and it's pretty good. And I'm going down to 21. And that guy should have me that manifold any day. It's been over 20 days to print it. And it'll probably melt, but we'll see. It's going to be a, 3D printed manifold.
I wanted to talk to you about that pumper carb now that you bring that back up and that comes back up. You're loving it, it sounds like, right? So, but one thing you just said about the intake is why couldn't you skip it and just put your carburetor straight to the engine? Could you? Is that not an option for you, or what?
Well, I think the carburetor is $600. The fuel injection system carburetor.
Get that?
You seen this?
You gotta. It
was like $600 or $900 or something. It was
we all got
everybody's suggested for a little while.
We all got something in common here. If we could make it at home, that's what we do.
I believe it comes from these small scooters, 150 and 50 cc, that now have fuel injection systems.
Well, everything new now just about fuel injected now. It's just how it is. I never minded fuel injection. I don't care if it's a steam motor or a hit and miss. I love all engines. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter to me. But I tell you what, the OBD people would say, I don't mean to date anybody or nothing, but people be like, I hate that fuel injection shit. You used to be able to take a carburetor and a half-inch wrench and fix anything and be bitching, raising hell. And all it would be a bad fuel injector. And if you would just hook up most of it in the beginning, it had a light that would blink or a check engine light, and you tap the brake, hit the key the right way, and it would tell you what was wrong. And I'd be like, man, I don't know how it gets any easier than this. Papal, you need to get off of it and come and I think we just need a fuel injector. And he'd be like, well, damn it, we'll try it and see what happens. You know what I mean? And it would work. And I was like, well, hell, I like this better than trying to guess what it is, because I didn't know what he knew and he didn't know what I knew. And I was like, I don't mind Honda fuel injection, and hey, you can go out into a junkyard and buy a car for $500 probably with fuel injection and something you could put in a Derby and run it right now and run it for a long time, or turn it into a generator, like anything. The motor, especially like a Japanese motors, that Japanese makes pretty good stuff for sure.
I'm still driving I'm driving a 250,000-mile 1990 Honda Civic. Same engine you probably had in that CRX or whatever.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of them actually, Del Sols and the Civics, CRX, both of them, all of them. But yeah, so
that carburetor, you have to adapt it because the flanges don't look anything like each other.
Okay.
We're going from a 46 millimeter to 40 millimeter, and right now I'm a 25 millimeter hole going into a rectangular head with about, it's like a 19 by 21.
Yeah. Well,
so you got to have a way to.
Yeah, make it a little better, make you an intake or something. I get it, and whatever you come up with, just keep us. Yeah, keep us posted. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I think I found one that did, and I believe it's off of the Lawn Boy, if I'm not mistaken, that would go right up to that engine without an intake. You know what I mean? I was like, well, damn, that looks pretty close.
Well, that's how chainsaws go.
Yeah, it was a Walbro.
Yeah, that's how the chainsaws don't have intake. The carb goes straight on.
Okay. So is there an advantage or disadvantage, I guess was my question. If it did fit, would that be an option? It'd be better? Because the shorter, the better, right?
The closer I can get the carb to the engine, I'll take it. But I can't.
I've heard people talk
make
about,
it more.
They'll say, well, you're going to boil your gas or you need an insulator and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I've run them both ways, right, metal to metal and whatever.
You can buy insulators for the chainsaw carbs. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. A phenolic, to insulate.
Yeah.
But that pumper carb is real weird because it's got a metering diaphragm and a fuel pump diaphragm. And the metering diaphragm, it appears, the way it works to me is it's sensing the vacuum in the venturi, and it can kind of measure that against the fuel pump pressure. And so you're not waiting for any air velocity to go through and suck it out of your port. It's pumping it in. Yeah. And so it's sensing it, and then it applies pressure. And man, it's a really smooth RPM band, and I'm way over carbureted. So I'm, right now I could put the 21 millimeter on. I got a 21 millimeter, but I don't want to unglue all my shit. So I'm just going to wait for the 3D printed manifold because I got to change all the linkage is 90 degrees. The accelerator, the throttle linkage is now 90 degrees to the carb, not parallel.
Yeah, not good.
So I just want to do it once, and this package goes with this, and this package goes.
Well, I hope it works out. That's what I was going to say. Just keep us posted because if that works out, we may need a bunch more.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, if it doesn't melt, because if it melts, then we're going to have to go with different material.
Yeah, I'm sure you've thought about different ways to build something yourself. You know what I mean? Are we getting off here, you guys?
Yeah, just a few moments. Yes, sir.
Okay. But I don't know. I definitely want to try something different than the carburetor they come with this summer and see what happens myself. And I've got all kinds of options and ideas and things you run. And I didn't know why you couldn't just make it like a split tooth snake tongue and put 2 carburetors and run 2 NTs or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That was what I was wanting to do. I'm not gonna lie, but I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
But that's my plan.
Just because they're laying on, is because if you ain't got one, you got 10 of them at your house anyway. You know what I mean? They're already. I'm like, well, maybe you could
do
double
something
it.
with them.
Right.
I always say, hey, what is that? That's a 28, man. 2 of them.
Yeah,
is a 28.
Right. Now we're getting somewhere.
Just limit half throttle on each one.
Well, but I've heard this though that the factory carburetor gets you up to 60 miles an hour. All right. I'm like, well, it'll do that.
It runs Jared's bike, and that's an 85 pumping.
Right. So that's saying something. I mean, you can't, but like you said, there's smoother ones. I don't know who brought that up, but definitely the money means what you get. You know what I'm saying? If you give for $10, you're stretching that money big time, and that's a good
carb
carburetor.
I'm running was 1170.
Yeah,
I know it is stunning.
And it
I
says
seen a guy
Tillotson on it.
Right on. That's what some of these are I got. That's why I said you'll be able to walk me through it once you dial it all in. If you get you a good intake and stuff and find an easy way around it.
Well,
Gomax
is a $15 intake manifold, and with little grinding, it's not a bad fit.
A Gomax, you said you was cutting out there.
I got it for $15. I think I got free shipping. I think it was $15 free shipping. I was like, fuck, what a deal.
Yeah. When you, I've actually looked, but I use eBay only, and I've tried to find one that would adapt up. It was kind of like what Trent was running, and it's hard to find it on eBay. And I'm like,
I can't find anything.
Yeah.
Gomax is the only one I can find.
Gomax, right? Is that the same place that sells a lot of go-kart parts? Do you know?
No, they sell other
It's not
stuff.
really
but
messy.
They're big in bikes.
Okay.
Most people
Yeah,
do it
that's
through
good.
a reed valve. They just pour it through the reed valve for their, and they mount. They just take like I think it's your mount. You got the Oz intake, Jared?
Yeah.
They take the Oz and they make the face of that into a manifold, a plate manifold for the car, and then they they drill their pulse port through the reed to the other side.
Yeah, I've seen Trent's video. I think. I don't have any. I'm not running reads on anything right now or window tests.
I'm not going to run reads on. I'm not going to run reads on it.
I've been learning. There's this guy named Mike Smith I hooked up with on gas bikes, and me and him's been talking a little bit, and he was pretty helpful, and he put it pretty straight to you. And I was like, thanks, man. He actually answered a few of my questions really easy style, so it made sense to me. And I was like, well, that's really cool for you to help people out like that. I always like that when people share, you know what I'm saying? And it was pretty cool, some of the stuff he had to say. And I don't know, when it comes to porting two strokes, I think everybody can try to follow the same recipe and end up with something different. And that's
See you
just
Thursday, Bri.
Well, thanks for having us by, Jared.
Yeah.